I'm Tirta Amarta from Taiwan Education Center, or TEC, in Indonesia, Jakarta Regional Office. So TEC Indonesia is a non-profit organization founded by the Ministry of Education of Taiwan and the Education Division in Taipei Economic and Trade Office, or TETO, in Jakarta. So again, TEC is not a commercial agency. All of our services are free, and we are here to provide information regarding study and scholarships opportunities in Taiwan for Indonesian students. Thank you to all participants for joining the sixth webinar held by TEC today. We are really happy to see a lot of participants already join our webinar. Yeah, even though we have mistake in the scheduling, especially in the poster. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate your attendance, your presence, your virtual presence today. So this webinar is, maybe you already know that it's financially supported by the Ministry of Education of Taiwan and the Education Division in TETO in Jakarta. Today's topic will be about the international bachelor degree programs in Taiwan and what kind of scholarship opportunities are available for international bachelor degree programs in Taiwan. And we are really glad that in today's webinar, we have the representatives from National Chengchi University, or NCCU, Tunghai University, and National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, or NTUST. On behalf of TEC, I would like to say thank you so much to all university representatives, especially NCCU today. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work, attention, and massive support for this webinar. Okay, I would like to kindly remind you, especially to the participants, please mute the microphone feature and maintain politeness during the session. All audiences will be allowed to unmute the microphone only at mic queue only during the Q&A session later. So we will have three sessions, guys. So first is from NCCU, and later every university will have their own Q&A session. So in every Q&A session, you only can ask to the university representative. The university representative that just finished their presentation. So you only can ask to one university representative. I mean to representative in one university. All right, for the first session, we will have some representative for National Chengchi University, or we can call it NTCU. We have Ms. Lexi from Office of International Cooperation in NTCU. Thank you so much for coming. Professor Chang Yahu as the Chairman of Department of Business Administration in NCCU. Dr. Chung Pei Pian from the International College of Innovation, NCCU. And we will also have Patricia Trisno. She is the bachelor student in the International College of Innovation in NCCU. Yeah, thank you so much for attending this webinar. And okay, Ms. Lexi, Professor Hu, and Dr. Pian, please be aware that your total presentation duration will be only 25 minutes. Okay, for Ms. Lexi, Professor Hu, and Dr. Pian, please, the time is yours.
Okay, great. Who's first? No.
I think it's Ms. Lexi. No?
Oh, okay, I could say hello first. Hello, everyone. I'm Lexi from the NCCU Office of International Cooperation, the OIC, and I'm here to help you if you should be interested in coming to NCCU. And to come to NCCU, how? First, you have to apply. And to apply, you just go to the NCCU website, which is easy to find. And on the website, you just click on admission. You'll find the OIC admission page with everything you need to know. And everything is done online. Our application system is super friendly, as they say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But if there's any problem at all, my colleagues and I here at the OIC will always be happy to help you with regard to any questions about the application. And also there will be a new application brochure released very soon in the first week of September. And there will be everything you need to know for the academic year 2022 to 23. The application will start on the 27th of September and end on the 20th of October. So there's plenty of time to get ready. And if there's anything you need, you can start preparing now before you see the brochure. And if you have graduated, it is the document verification you need to pay attention to, because that's one of the basic requirements for everyone in the world who wishes to come to study in Taiwan. And if you want to know about document verification, you could simply contact us via email or just visit our website. And for now, let's just give the floor to our brilliant NCCU professors. I will be standing by to answer any questions you might have at the end of the webinar. It's been lovely talking to you. Thank you very much. Cheers. That's me done.
Let me start my presentation. Let me take like 10 minutes to briefly introduce our department. Okay. Okay, let me briefly introduce my department, which is the Business Administration Department. And we're actually the very first business administration department in Taiwan. And we're famous for our business connection and also case study teaching methods. So in addition to our fabulous faculty member in our department, our college, the Commerce College, is also accredited in several accreditations such as AACSB and EQUIS. So students who major in my department also take the advantage to take different classes from different departments such as MIS, International Business, whenever they offer English courses. And also, we are also one of the department at NCCU that actually offer English classes that fulfill the requirement of a bachelor degree. Okay, let me give you a quick overview of the nationality of our students. So we have regular students who receive scholarship from our country and Ministry of Education Bureau every year, and we also have other international students. Okay, so this is the composition of our student currently. So we have, in terms of the requirement, there's a couple of things that if you're interested in our department, you need to pay attention to. First, we are not actually require you to take all the required courses in English. So if your Chinese Mandarin is very good, feel free to take those relevant classes, required class, elective classes in Chinese, that's fine. But we do offer all the required courses, elective and general courses in English so that you can fulfill your graduation requirement. Another important thing is that because we want our international students to have more culture interaction with our local students, it is required for all the international students. They need to learn Mandarin, they need to learn Chinese. So they have to take Chinese examination certification exam before they graduate. So this is some kind of graduation hurdle you must pay attention to. And also there are also physical education. So there are general information about credit, and you will be able to see those information by visiting our website. So the total credit is 128, and you will see all the requirement. And this is the requirement for the language. So
Excuse me,
okay.
Professor. I think we only see your first slide, your first PPT. Is it correct?
So you cannot see the rest of the slides. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. So would this be better?
No. No.
Okay.
Or maybe you can. Oh yeah, now it's working.
Okay. So you will see the basic requirement for the credit, and you will also find those information online. Okay. So I will not spend time on those requirements because you can see those information online. I would like to mention some highlights of our department's program. So we actually have those modules that we want our students who are interested in a specialty, they can take the module classes they are interested in. We're now offering 3 modules, including marketing, operations, supply chain, and human resource management. Most of the time, the student can finish all the classes in the marketing module because currently we have 2 faculty members. One is from Korea and the other is from the United States. And in the coming semester, we're likely to have another Korean faculty member whose specialty is in human resource management module. So we are hoping that in the future, we'll have more students who are interested in marketing or supply chain and also human resource management. They can finish their modules and receive the module certificate upon their graduation. So this is actually what we want our student to not only have a general understanding of business administration, but also have a specialty. Another thing I want to highlight a little bit is that in terms of required courses, usually students take all of their, fulfill their credit requirement on the first semester of their senior year. The reason why they're doing that is that a lot of students at the very last semester, they tend to do their internship. So a lot of students, they're taking advantage of arranging their classes, try to finish all the classes by the last semester so they can take the opportunity to do more. And also there's our students who take advantage of exchange programs. So those are the information you might want to keep in mind if you're interested in our department, because you have to plan ahead in order to fulfill those requirements, but also take advantage of the exchange program or the internship. So this is a kind of plan for the class progress. So you'll see that actually in the first of the last year, the only required courses is strategic management, and it's offered not only in the fall semester but also in the spring semester. So we try to offer you the flexibility to plan your course taking and to make sure you get what you want before you graduate. And we're, in addition to the courses, we're actually a department that put a lot of effort into social interactions. So we have a lot of different programs. And for example, we have body programs. We want our local students be able to interact with international students so we can know each other, and also to make sure that the international students can settle in Taiwan easier. And also as a department that focus on team, we have a lot of team. We focus and emphasize the participation of a lot of activities such as Baozhongcha tea festivals or the competition, all of those activities. So we encourage our international students to participate in all those activities because this is where you can be socialized into the Taiwanese society and get to know your fellow classmates better. So we have all those activities, and we invite our international students to join and participate in that. So if you have any other questions, there are a couple, in addition to OIC who just introduced, you can also go to our website or contact Chelsea. She's the person who's handle all the international student exchange students. She will be happy to provide you the information needed regarding to a department and also to application. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Pian, I think you can continue to your presentation. And we still cannot hear your voice, by the way.
Oh, okay. I will share my screen.
Okay.
Let me. Right. All right. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is John Pei Bian. I'm an assistant professor of the International College of the Innovation in NCCU. I'm so glad to be here to introduce you all about the information about the International College of the Innovation NCCU. We call it ICI, okay? Okay. Next slide. ICI was established in 2018. We are the first international college in NCCU to combine the most important disciplines in the world, including the governances, sustainability, technology, and AI. We also recruit domestic and international students and provide English courses. Our students come from many countries, including Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, of course, Indonesia, and Israel and USA. And because the time limitation, I can provide you the most important information about ICI. Let me summarize why you should choose ICI. First, we provide course disciplinary studies. We combine global studies, Asia studies, data science, and international laws. And the second reason is that we have a lot of international connections. And third reason is that we provide a very great scholarships and grant for the full-time student, especially for the international students. I will provide these three sessions in detail. Okay, first, our course design is to offer the most important and innovative knowledge in the world to study. Actually, our courses is divided into 3 tracks. This 3 track is the most we think is the most important track in the world. The first track is the globalization and democracy governances. Why is track important? Because we want to teach students have the public governances and about knowledge about how to provide, how to promote the democratic society. And the second track is the Asia society and and the sustainability development. I think this track is also important because we offer a bottom-up approach to allow the student to think about the how the Asia countries to development. Okay, that's what I think is very important. The third track is we teach you the professional skill about the AI and data science and how to provide the innovative thinking to your job. Okay, I will introduce two of our classes. This is the one one of the most important classes in ICI. In this class, the students' final project is to use their knowledge learning from the courses to hold a WHO simulation. Students, teachers, and guests play different characters to discuss diverse issues about COVID-19. Okay. The second process is my process. It is the big data and social analysis. Okay, I teach R program. Okay, R is a data science language to teach students how to finish their data projects. After this process, ICI collaborate with the Princeton University and Sega Publishing to hold SICSS, which is a workshop in this July. We invite scholars and to discuss how to use big data, machine learning, AI to analyze social issues. Okay, the second part of this of my introduction is our international connection. Okay. Okay. First, NCCU have more than 800 universities for overseas exchanges. You can have a lot of opportunities to go to other countries' university to learn. And ICI encourages students to engage in overseas exchanges and internships in their 4th years after you finish your select courses of 2 tracks. Okay, we can introduce you to following intern opportunities. We have a lot of opportunities such as the companies and global institutions and NGOs. We still also contact other institutions for our intern partnerships. Okay, the third part, I think is the most important part because here is because we will I will tell you how to apply ICI and the scholarship for the international students. Okay, it's our student bodies. Our students come from diverse countries. They are interested in the different fields. Your classmates are top students around from the world, and you will study the newest and lasting knowledge together. Okay, if you want to apply ICI, we open two application process a year. The four admissions deadline is on October 20th, and in this November, student will be have the interviews if you in the shortlist. The result will be announced in the beginning of this December. The second round admission will be opened in the next February. So if you miss the first round, you can still apply for the second round. Okay, here is application materials you need to submit. I think you can get the slide, or you can go to the ICI's website to check which material you need to prepare. All right, here's the most important part. ICI provides 2 kinds of the international student scholarship. Okay, the first part is MOE and MOFA. MOE and MOFA are the two ministers of the Taiwanese government. They provide two scholarships to the international students. You have to apply it by yourself. And actually, the ICI also provide a new international student scholarships. Okay, we have the two kinds of scholarship. One is a full grant, and the second kind is the half grant. The both grant will have the tuition waiver for the first year, and the full grant will also give you the NT dollars, about the 100 and $150,000 is for your living costs. It's enough money for you living in Taiwan. All right. In brief, our purpose is to train students, leaders at all forms, which have the characteristics of leaderships, communication, and creativity. All right. We are also we will after we hope after you grad from ICI, we hope you will have advantage in global job markets. Okay, if you have any questions, and you can email to the ICI offices, or you can also have a phone call. Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Pian. So actually, we also have a special guest from the NCCU representative office, Miss Brigitta. So maybe Miss Patricia, before your presentation, maybe we can also introduce Brigitta as the manager for NCCU representative office in Jakarta. Okay, Brigitta.
Hi everyone. Kedengaran ya suaranya?
Okay, yeah, great.
All right. So hi everyone. So just a quick introduction. I'm Brigitta. I'm the representative of Overseas Office in Indonesia. So basically aku orang Indonesia. Jadi kantor perwakilan kami baru establish akhir tahun lalu di Jakarta. Jadi aku sekaligus aku perwakilan langsung dari NCCU, sekaligus juga merupakan salah satu alumni dari jurusan Communication Advertising di NCCU. Jadi kalau teman-teman ada pertanyaan seputar NCCU, bisa kontak kita di Instagram kita @nccu_id. Kita juga ada bikin podcast, kita ngobrol-ngobrol bersama para alumni dari NCCU, mereka sharing pengalaman mereka studi di NCCU seperti apa. Dan juga terakhir kita ada bikin podcast bersama salah satu alumni dari BA. Jadi bagi yang tertarik untuk daftar BA, kalian juga boleh dengerin bagaimana sih penulisan study plan yang baik, autobiografi yang baik supaya bisa diterima. Karena BA itu merupakan salah satu jurusan yang sangat kompetitif ya, karena banyak banget yang mau daftar gitu. Sekian aja sih dari aku. Thank you so much, Ms. Tirta.
Okay, terima kasih, Brigitta. Okay, thank you, Brigitta. So we can continue to Miss Patricia. So Patricia, since we still have enough time, you can, later on you can play the video until 5 minutes. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, but not in a full. Yeah. But not in the full screen. Yeah.
How about now? Okay. So, hello everyone. Selamat siang semuanya. Perkenalkan, nama saya Patricia Trisno dan sekarang saya merupakan mahasiswa tahun kedua di International College of Innovation NCCU. Jadi hari ini saya mau sharing tentang pengalaman saya terutama selama 1 tahun yang lalu sebagai mahasiswa di ICI. Mungkin sekilas lebih lanjut tentang saya. Saya berasal dari Kota Malang, Jawa Timur, Indonesia. Dan saya lulus dari SMAK Kolese Santo Yusuf Malang pada tahun 2020 kemarin. Sekarang saya berumur 19 tahun. Nah, mungkin yang menjadi pertanyaan utama adalah mengapa saya memilih ICI, NCCU, juga mengapa saya memilih untuk studi ke Taiwan. Pertama, tentunya itu tidak lari dari keinginan saya untuk bersekolah di luar negeri. Dan saya juga tertarik untuk belajar mengenai budaya baru, terus bisa berinteraksi dengan international student. Jadi, NCCU sendiri yang sudah menyediakan kesempatan bagi saya melalui programnya yaitu ICI, saya bisa berinteraksi dengan multicultural students di sini yang berasal dari berbagai negara, di mana kita bisa saling bertukar pikiran, saling memberikan opini kita, terutama dalam proses pembelajarannya. Nah, hal yang paling menarik setelah pengalaman saya selama 1 tahun di ICI itu adalah learning environment-nya dan learning opportunity-nya. So basically, the first important one is the cross-disciplinary courses. Seperti yang sudah kita tahu sebelumnya bahwa di ICI kalian diberikan kesempatan untuk mengeksplor 3 track yang disediakan oleh ICI. Baik GTG, or ASSD, or GTIM. Nah, pada tahun pertama nanti contohnya seperti kalian akan mengikuti satu kelas yang dinamakan dengan Introduction to Global Studies. Di sana kalian akan diberikan kesempatan dan diperkenalkan mengenai bagaimana 3 bidang ini akan saling berkaitan satu sama lain dan saling berpengaruh sama lain. Dan tentunya dengan adanya multicultural students dalam proses pembelajarannya, yaitu diskusi, kalian bisa saling bertukar pikiran karena setiap anak dari negara berbeda mungkin memiliki cara berpikir yang berbeda. Poin ketiga adalah international learning opportunity. Jadi selain pembelajaran di kelas, terutama courses-courses yang disediakan oleh ICI itu banyak tipenya. Kita bisa event-event seperti film screening, roundtable, or seminars, or workshops. Dan tentunya di sini nih menjadi kesempatan bagi kalian untuk bisa berkomunikasi langsung dan bertukar pendapat dengan profesor-profesor yang tentunya ahli di bidangnya dan juga dari berbagai bidang. Nah, selanjutnya ini semakin menarik lagi tentang my university life in ICI, also NCCU, dan saya akan membagikan beberapa tips for international student. Jadi, tips yang pertama adalah engage with other international and local students. Tentunya kalian kalau bersekolah di luar negeri pasti ada tantangan, terutama salah satunya adalah bahasa. Nah, tapi karena di ICI sendiri itu banyak international student, kalian bisa berkomunikasi dengan mereka menggunakan bahasa Inggris. Di mana menurut pengalaman saya, anak-anak ICI itu mereka sangat terbuka kepada kita dan mereka tuh suka untuk melakukan language exchange. Nah, jadi di sini kita bisa belajar bahasa seperti Mandarin ataupun bahasa Korea atau bahasa Thailand atau bahasa Vietnam, dan di mana kita juga bisa memperkenalkan bahasa Indonesia dan budaya Indonesia kepada mereka. Yang kedua itu adalah join ICIs and other events and also meet with the wonderful professors there. So kita tuh punya banyak event, contohnya seperti Baozhongti Festival atau seperti memperingati Chinese New Year, atau di sini kita yang ketiga ini juga ada SDG board game. Jadi di sini itu kita tidak hanya bersama anak-anak ICI saja, tapi banyak dari jurusan-jurusan lain yang juga bergabung dengan event-event kita. Lalu yang ketiga adalah get involved in organization. Nah, anak-anak NCCU sendiri itu dari anak Indonesia di NCCU, kita juga memiliki organisasi kita yaitu NCCU ISA, dan kita pasti sangat terbuka untuk menerima kalian bergabung dengan kita. Nah, selain itu, sebagai anak internasional di NCCU, kita juga memiliki organisasi yaitu NCCU IA. Nah, ICI sendiri juga mempunyai organisasi kita yaitu ICI Student Association, dan di sini terutama kalian bisa melatih skill leadership kalian, communication, and soft skill lain-lainnya. Nah, kalian juga kami sangat terbuka untuk menerima kalian untuk bergabung pada tim-tim kami, misalnya artistic design, event planning, general affairs, public relation, or even kalian bisa jadi students-nya ICISA. Nah, salah satu project kami yaitu ICI Month. Ini pada tahun ini kami memiliki 2 event besar, contohnya seperti International Month or Innovation Month. Salah satu hal yang paling menarik di sini adalah selain workshop, kita juga memiliki kegiatan yaitu enterprises visits. Mungkin itu sekian dari saya, dan ada quotes yaitu there is no elevator to success, you have to take the stairs, and also all progresses takes place so outside the comfort zone. So kalian harus berani untuk mencoba dan jangan takut karena kami pasti akan membantu kalian. Dan mungkin sekian dari saya. Lalu saya akan menyetelkan video perkenalan lebih lanjut tentang ICI. Sudah bisa dilihat ya videonya?
Iya, sudah bisa.
My name is Tom.
My name is Asina.
My name is Julian. My name is Imke.
I'm from Israel.
I'm from Thailand.
I'm from Republic of Korea. I'm from Taiwan.
And I study in ICI, International College of Innovation.
I'm now studying International College of Innovation.
A freshman student in International College of Innovation.
And I'm currently studying in the Chengchi University International College of Innovation, ICI shortly called.
First one is the diverse courses here. For example, this semester we learn anthropology, global study, and like in the next semester we will learn like courses related to migrants.
Chose to study in ICI because it's a very free program. It has a lot of options for variations. You can mold the degree into whatever you want to study.
The second reason is that because here in ICI we have students from different countries. For example, like Korea and Thailand. So I can learn like their different thinkings under different cultural backgrounds and have more understandings in their cultures.
I like that we are the college, not the department, so I have some more time to explore myself, widen my sights, to determine which kind of study that I want to focus on.
I want to pursue something more. Like I want to study broadly. I want to study more field, like maybe international relationship or maybe politics, maybe anthropology, anthropology, something like that. And I want to know how to combine everything up and use it in practical life.
It's quite astonishing how studious the students are and how enthusiastically staffs and teachers are trying to help us to adjust, especially me as a foreign student, as an international student. Not only my academic problems, but I also find myself troubling a little while adjusting my life in Taiwan, and the encouragement and warm caring of ICI helped me a lot.
The teachers I met so far I liked a lot. Their English level is very high and they are incredibly nice. They are happy to help us with everything personal or school related, and it's been delightful.
I really enjoy ICI. It's like family. It's a really new feeling for me because even though we have different backgrounds, we come from different countries, we speak different language, but in a way, we can bond with each other. We learn with each other how to communicate, how to interact with each other, and yeah, that's really amazing. Actually, I want to pursue more about business field, but after I come to ICI, it made me realize that I like something about anthropocene. I like something about climate change, global warming, and I want to, like, if possible, I want to do a business that related to environment.
I think one of the things I like about ICI the most is that you can pick it in whichever direction you want. And that also means that you don't necessarily need to know what you want to study at the beginning. Now, after studying for quite a while, I have a direction which is more of the global and international business.
So far, I think, for example, global study and anthropology are all interesting for me. But like I haven't found my interest for my future path, so far I will keep exploring, and also because I like learning languages, so I might learn more from my fellow students, for example like Korean, and I will also learn Thai.
If you don't know what you want to pursue in the future, you can find yourself here for sure. If you know what you want to pursue in the future, here also provide you a lot of options, and here also provide you like interdisciplinary courses. They will teach you how to link different fields of study together, and you will know how to use it in real life. And I think this is really practical, and I really love the fact of that. So yeah, please come here to explore yourself.
here at ICI, you'll have an international environment with students of all cultures.
I have a lovely time in ICI, and I explore myself a lot, even though I know what I want to pursue in the future. So come here to ICI to explore yourself. We provide a lot, so be prepared, but keep your happy mind to explore yourself. Enjoy your journey, but be ambitious.
If you want to think broadly and explore your possibility and also learn from different cultures, then come to join us. ICI is the best choice for you.
欢迎来 ICI.
Okay, thank you so much, Patricia. So, okay, I would like to say also thank you to Miss Lexi, Professor Hu, and Dr. Pian. It was very insightful presentation, and thank you also to Patricia. It's very fun actually to see you study in NCCU. Hopefully it will encourage the others to study in NCCU too. So now we come to the question and answer session. For all participants, please be aware that this Q&A session is only for NCCU. If you have any questions, please click the raise hand feature first. Later I will choose who can ask directly to NCCU, and later you can turn on your microphone. Or for example, if you want to type or write your question, you can write your question in WhatsApp group as well. Later I will read your question for NCCU. Yeah, we apologize for the technical problems that we encounter, that you might not see the chat box feature. Yeah, so that's why you can write your question in WhatsApp group as well. Okay, maybe for the first one, is there any questions directly from you guys? No? If not, I will read the questions from a WhatsApp group. So there is a question from Risti. She would like to ask about how many Indonesian students are estimated to be accepted each year in IBA major. In BA major, yeah. So how many Indonesian students are estimated to be accepted each year? Professor, I think we cannot hear your voice.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So each year we have about 12 quota for international students. So we try to make sure the diversity backgrounds of our students. So it is really hard to tell the exact quota we can give to each country. But usually our goal is that we try to have at least one international student from each country. And then based on their profile, we do some adjustment. And also, as we are encouraging students from Southeast Asia, we also intend to provide some form of scholarship or assistantship. So we really encourage that if you're interested in our department, feel free to contact us and try to, I would say that we are looking for the student who's not only interested in business, but also can kind of demonstrate how study in business can maybe have a relationship with his or her own identity. So a lot of time we found students, maybe their background is not in science or not in math, but they do a lot of different things. And the way they provide their information kind of help us understand that he or she really is good at managing herself. And she has a goal that she thinks he thinks it can accomplish through taking an education in our department. So we really like this kind of students rather than the straight A students. I'm not saying score is not important, I'm saying that in our department, score is kind of like a cut-off point. Once you pass the requirement, we're looking for all the other extracurricular activities. We want you to fit in our department and learn not only the textbook, but also all the environment, social interactions, and creativity, innovation. So that's kind of thing we're giving. And actually, in our college, we also have we also have a lot of modules such as innovation, entrepreneurship modules. It's not offered by my department, but it's offered by the college. And a lot of students take that they take that modules as well. So I hope this information can provide you some idea about the quota and also the application process.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Hu, for the answer. Okay, so for the next question from, let me see, from Kaisha, she wants to ask, what's the name of the degree or student title after the students complete the bachelor program in ICI? Is that Bachelor of Social Science or Bachelor of something? Maybe Dr. Pian can help to answer the question. Dr. Pian or Miss Lexi, it's never mind. Yeah, anyone.
I think I'm still here. She should be able to help.
Yeah, okay. Professor Ben has other things to engage with, so he left the venue early.
And I'll try to. There is echo.
Yeah, there's echoing. Perhaps somebody should turn off the microphone.
You may want to turn on the speaker.
Oh yeah, I think it's okay now. There's no echoing.
Right. So basically, after the students graduated from ICI, they will have they're in different kinds of fields. So firstly, if they choose the field in information sciences, their bachelor degree will be bachelor's of social sciences in artificial intelligence. Or if they choose to study in the globalization track, their diploma will be bachelor degree in global studies. So that kind of things. So basically, we do not have specific major, but we try to categorize a student's interest into their studies, so they can choose their own tracks for their study route.
Okay, so it depends on the student discipline later. So they would like to choose which discipline they would choose in ICI, something like that, right? So yeah, each discipline has a different bachelor title. Yeah, based on your explanation. Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Okay, so for everyone who are curious about ICI in NCCU, there is a little fact about Taiwan University. For example, if you find the name of the university, there is a word national. It means that the university is like governmental university, something like that. It's not a private university. So it's again, it's not a private university, it's like governmental university, and of course it means that ICI belongs to NCCU. Yeah, because there is a question about that. So let me okay, there is one question from Melania from Surabaya. She want to ask to Patricia. Okay, what should the student prepare first to enter study in NCCU?
Kalau menurut saya mungkin yang paling penting adalah pengalaman berorganisasi dan komunikasi juga ya, karena di dalam ICI itu kita banyak sekali proses diskusi di dalam kelas, dan itu menuntut kita untuk mengetahui berbagai jenis bidang studi. meskipun kita tidak benar-benar mendalami itu. Jadi menurut saya akan lebih baik jika kalian memiliki persiapan seperti di bidang ekonomi ataupun statistik. Dan kita kan juga belajar seperti antropologi. Nah, di sini tuh seperti cara berpikirnya manusia dan bagaimana. Jadi menurut saya membaca buku itu juga bisa menjadi salah satu persiapan yang bagus.
Oke. So, mungkin Patricia juga bisa sedikit menggambarkan skor TOEFL gitu atau rata-rata nilai yang disiapkan Patricia sebelum mendaftar apa ya?
Kalau penilaian dari sekolah, kalau saya tidak salah ingat tuh sekitar 85 kalau nggak salah. Dan skor TOEFL itu kalau nggak salah juga minimal 80 berapa ya? 8 skor TOEFL is it possible 90 or 80?
Oh yeah, maybe anyone can explain about the TOEFL requirement, TOEFL score.
Oh yeah, Miss also said that the minimal TOEFL score is 1 to 8.
1 to 8. Oh, it's a IBT, no?
1 to 8 is it? Wait, if they want for compulsory credits. Oh, I mean like no, the TOEFL preparation.
Oh, the TOEFL.
Yeah, the TOEFL.
IPT, right?
IPT 109. 109. Okay, 109.
Okay, yeah. So maybe
actually itu untuk persiapan seperti nilai-nilainya tuh bisa dicek langsung dari websitenya ICI, dan mungkin kalau ada pertanyaan lebih lanjut bisa kontak saya juga di line ID saya mungkin. Saya mungkin bisa membantu juga.
Oke, so mungkin teman-teman yang masih bingung tentang syarat admissionnya gitu bisa cek di website ICI juga bisa gitu, atau di websitenya NCCU langsung, atau bisa juga berkonsultasi dengan kantor representatif NCCU di Jakarta gitu. Jadi karena bisa berbahasa representatifnya ini bisa berbahasa Indonesia, tentu teman-teman bisa leluasa gitu tanya tentang persyaratan TOEFL gitu atau persyaratan lainnya sebelum masuk ke NCCU. Okay, I think we have one last question for NCCU. So this question I think belongs to both BA and ICI. So is there do the program accept the overseas Chinese student?
For ICI, yeah, we accept for overseas Chinese too.
Yeah, so not only international student, but also overseas Chinese students. So how about BA?
Yes, we also accept overseas Chinese students, but they are under different quota. So we have 7 quota, one for international students, and the other is the overseas Chinese students.
Okay.
And also for the English requirement, because for international students, we have an interview. So we kind of evaluate your English ability over the interview process. So we're not only looking at your score, but also we have those kind of methods to make sure that you can adjust and you will be able to adapt to the learning in Taiwan.
Okay, thank you. So basically, BA will provide like 100 Chinese start program and 100 English start program. Is it right?
Yeah. In terms of the credit to fulfill your requirement, yes, but not all the classes are offered by my department. Because but in terms of basic requirement, yes, because we have faculty member who taught or who teach English classes, that's for sure. But for other credits such as elective credits, you can take classes in the college or in different colleges, and we don't require you to take English classes. But if you want to take English classes, yes, there are. And also in our department, Chinese classes is count as general credits, because a lot of international students have a concern that they have a difficulty to take a class in general credits, and that's not taught in English. But in the BA, our Chinese required classes, that's count as general credit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Professor Hu. And how about oh, I see I already answered,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
think
yeah.
I can add a little bit more. For international students, we have 40 quota, and for the overseas Chinese, we have 2 quota. And
Okay.
also for international student, untuk general education-nya itu memang kan kita butuh 32 kredit, di mana 4 kreditnya itu dari PI atau olahraga, dan 28 kreditnya itu general education yang tadi saya bilang. Tapi kita sebagai international student, kita punya program namanya IUP, itu kita diajarkan bahasa Mandarin di sana, dan itu bisa disesuaikan dengan level yang kita miliki. Jadi nanti kita ada placement test-nya. Nah, itu akan diikuti selama 4 semester, dan dari IUP sendiri itu kita sudah mempunyai 24 kredit. Jadi, intinya untuk di General Education, selain IUP, kita hanya butuh untuk mengambil 2 kelas lagi.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Patricia, for the explanation. Also, thank you, Professor Hu.
Sedikit lagi ya. Untuk yang 2 kelas itu tidak wajib Mandarin, karena sebenarnya dari university sendiri kita juga menyediakan ada course yang diajarkan dengan bahasa Inggris. Mungkin hanya bagaimana cara kalian mengatur waktu sehingga kalian bisa mengambil course yang bahasa Inggris, karena itu tidak banyak, tapi masih ada yang diajarkan dengan bahasa Inggris.
Okay, thank you, Patricia. Okay, I think because we have a very limited time for the Q&A session, so I think that's all the question that we can read for NCCU. And for example, guys, if you have further questions regarding the study or admission or even scholarship in NCCU, again, you can contact NCCU representative office in Jakarta. Their Instagram is at @nccu_id, or maybe you can send an email to OIC NCCU. Yeah, it's very simple. You just googling it OIC NCCU and you'll find the email there. Yeah, you can ask freely about admission, scholarship, and anything else. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for Professor Hu, Miss Lexi, Patricia, Dr. PM, and also Brigitta. Yeah, thank you all for your virtual attendance. Hopefully, we can see you again in another occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. All right. For the second session, we will have the representative from Tunghai University. So we have Professor James Sims from the International College in Tunghai University, and Marlene from Tunghai Indonesia Student Association. Yeah, thank you so much for attending this webinar, Professor James and Marlene. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Okay, great. Okay, Professor James, please be aware that your total presentation duration will be 25 minutes. I'm going to show your PPT first, then you can start your presentation. Okay, Professor, you can start now. Please, the time is yours.
All right. Hi, everybody. First I want to say is today is Friday. Everybody should be happy it's Friday. And last time I was in Indonesia on Friday, everybody told me that you're supposed to wear a petite shirt. So today I have on my Indonesian petite shirt because it's Friday and it's a good chance to wear it. All right. Today I'm going to talk about Tunghai University, the International College Program at Tunghai University. All right. Please go to the next slide. Next slide, please.
Okay, please wait. I think it's still loading. Oh, okay.
All right, this is a short video about the first day of class at the International College. So please show the video. Hi, everybody. The video wasn't too clear, but the thing I wanted to show you was that in the international college, we have a true international environment. We have students and teachers from 30 different countries. First, I'm going to do is give you guys a quick little introduction to Taiwan, talk about why I come to Taiwan, and then talk about Tunghai University. As you guys know, Taiwan is right in the middle of Asia, and Taichung is actually in the middle of Taiwan. It's halfway between Taipei and Kaohsiung, so it's the ideal location to go from the airport to Taichung. Is only about an hour and a half from the airport, so it's a good location. In Taichung, you can go almost anywhere in Taiwan very easily. Please go to the next slide. All right, so we're going to talk about why Taiwan, why Tunghai, and why the international college. All right, next slide, please. Here's some facts about Taiwan. All right, about 95% of the people are ethnic Chinese, and then we also have Aborigines, and the GPT is about 24,000 US dollars per person per year, and the population around 24 million people. Please go to the next slide. All right, now why study in Taiwan? Taiwan offers world-class education. It's a friendly and safe place. It's a good place to learn Chinese, and also it's a very good place to learn entrepreneurship. The quality of education in Taiwan is top tier, and it's also a very safe and friendly place to live. In Taiwan, you don't have to worry about crime, and it's also very easy to get around. And it's also a good place to learn Chinese. I didn't say study Chinese, I said learn Chinese. When you come to Taiwan, you have to use Chinese, so it's a good opportunity to learn Chinese. And also entrepreneurship. This is very important. Over the years, I've had many students from Indonesia, and maybe they came and studied business, but when they were here, they found out about some kind of other product, and when they went back to Indonesia, they started a new business. So it's a good place to learn entrepreneurship. Please go to the next slide. All right, now this is some more facts about Taiwan. Basically, Taiwan's a good place to be. Please go to the next slide. Now, here's some facts about Taichung. Taichung is the second largest city in Taiwan. About 2.8 million people. The weather is quite good in Taichung. We don't get very much rain. So it's actually probably one of the best places to live in Taiwan. It's centrally located. If you want to go anywhere in Taiwan, it's easy to get around. It has good transportation. All the buses in Taichung are free for the first 10 kilometers. So if you take a bus anywhere, it's free for the first 10 kilometers. Also, they have a very good U-bike system. So if you get into the town, you can take a bus for free, and then you can ride a U-bike for free for the first 30 minutes. Transportation is wonderful in Taiwan. I have to be honest, I've been to Jakarta many times. And every time I go to Jakarta, the traffic is not so good. So, but in Taiwan and Taichung, the traffic is very good. All right. And also, Taichung is very close to nature. So if you want to go out to the mountains or if you want to go hiking, Taichung is a good place to be. Also, it's a slower pace. Life in Taipei is too fast moving. And also, the food is quite good. Go to the next slide, please. Now, this is a comparison between Taichung and Taipei. The most important thing to know is that Taipei is a big city, but it's also a more expensive city. Taichung is actually much cheaper to live in. It's a difference about $300 a month. So Taichung, you have all the same benefits as Taipei, but it's a cheaper price. Go to the next slide, please. Now, this is Tunghai University. Tunghai University was established in 1955. It's the first comprehensive university. It's a Christian university. It's quite large. It's the largest private university in Taiwan. There's 35 different programs, 36 master's program, and 13 doctoral degree programs. We're a large school. We have about 17,000 undergraduate students and about 800 graduate students. There's 9 different colleges. So you have a variety of choices of things to study. Please go to the next slide. Now here are the different 9 colleges that we have. This is important because one of the programs we have in the international college is called Interdisciplinary Degree Program. In Chinese, it's called 不分系. Basically, in this program, you come in for 1 year, you study Chinese, and you learn your general education courses. And then after that, you can transfer to another program. So it's like a gateway into all the different programs at Tunghai. These are the different colleges that we have. Please go to the next slide. Now, these are the different departments. We have everything from Chinese, history, philosophy, life science, mathematics, and a lot of different kind of engineering degrees, and also management, agricultural, social science, and we also have fine arts, law, and then the international college. I'll talk more about the international college in a while. Please go to the next slide. All right. I'm just going to show you some pictures. These are the different pictures around our campus. Our campus is quite large. It's probably the most beautiful campus in Taiwan. This is our church. Our church was designed by I.M. Pei, a very famous architect. Please go to the next one. This is inside the chapel. Next, this is our bell tower. This is the mall. That's our library. At the end, if you go back, that's the at the end of the hallway is our library. All right, go to the next one. All right. This is a night scene of the mall. Right. Next one. And we also have a farm at Tunghai. We actually have milk and ice cream. We have our own farm. The farm is run by our agricultural college. So if you're interested in animal science or food science, we have a farm here at Tunghai. Please go to the next one. Now, international college. International college, we have 3 different programs. One is International Business Administration. This is a general business program. It basically have business classes. Then we have a Sustainability Science Engineering program. Sustainability is very new, and also it's the way of the future. It has to do with everything from green energy to living in a healthy environment. And then we have interdisciplinary degree program. Basically, this is a program for students who aren't sure about what they want to study. So they come in for a year, they study Chinese, they take general education courses, and then after 1 year or 2 years, they can transfer to another department. It's a gateway into the university. So if you're not sure about what to study, or if you just want to come and learn Chinese first, IDP is a good option for you. Go to the next slide, please. Now, what's the advantages to the International College? International College is a true all-English program. A lot of universities will say they're an all-English program, but usually what that means is the book is in English and then the teachers will speak Chinese. That's not the case. Our program is truly an all-English program. We have students and teachers from more than 30 different countries. And we have a lot of students who, when they first come, they can't speak any Chinese at all. So all of our classes are in English. But of course, if you come to Taiwan, you have to study Chinese. I mean, of course, because if you want to go outside, you want to eat, right? Everything outside of the campus is in Chinese. And besides, if you come to Taiwan, of course you want to learn Chinese. Also, we have a very international environment. Like I said earlier, we have students and teachers from many different countries. And also we provide opportunities for our students to study overseas. That's the next thing, study overseas opportunities. We have exchange programs. We have faculty-led programs. We have dual degree programs. Dual degree are things like 2 years here, 2 years at our partner schools, 3 years here, 1 year there, or a 3-year plus 2. We have these kind of exchange programs with schools in America, in Europe, Australia. So students have a lot of options. So we have international students. We have students who come from Indonesia. When they come here, most of them will stay in Taiwan and won't go overseas. But we do have some students who do exchange programs. Our international students can do exchange program. The good thing about exchange program is that you only have to pay Tunghai tuition. For example, if you go to one of our partner schools in America, American tuition is very, very expensive. But if you only have to pay Tunghai tuition, it saves a lot of money. Anyway, I'll talk more about that in a second. And then we also have interaction with global leaders and corporation. This is all about learning entrepreneurship and getting internships and also jobs after graduation. We also have a very nurturing environment with teachers, advisors, mentors, and classmates. Basically, there's a lot of advantages to the international college. Please go to the next slide. All right. What do you get from the IC at Tunghai? Is a high caliber programs, is a program with high caliber classmates. All your classmates will be top tier students. You get an international experience and you can build a road for the future. Go to the next one. Also, in the international college, we have 5 courses that are our general education courses. These are like liberal arts courses. Courses have to do with identity and history, classes with culture and art, classes that has to do with environmental change, and also logical thinking and programming and leadership courses. These are our general education courses, and these courses are taught in English. All right, please go to the next slide. All right. Now I'm going to talk about the IDP program. This is a new program. Basically, it's a gateway into the university. This is a program for students who have limited Chinese. Maybe they've never studied Chinese, or maybe they already have some study, but they're not sure about what they want to major in. So for the first year, they take classes in Chinese, classes for credit. You get credit for your classes. A lot of times when students come, they have to study in a Chinese language center, but they don't get any credits for it. But in our program, students study Chinese, they get credit for that. And while at the same time, they're also taking general education courses. And then they also learn about other programs. They can learn about maybe chemical engineering or other programs at the university, and then decide after the first year what they want to study, and they can transfer. And because they've already taken their general education courses, they don't have to take those courses when they transfer to another program. Basically, IDP is a gateway into the university. You still have all the same benefits. You live on campus, you take classes in English, and also you learn Chinese at the same time. It's a good opportunity to improve Chinese. Please go to the next one. The other program is our IBA program, International Business Program. If you look at this, this is a general business course program. All the courses are the same kind of courses you take in any kind of business program. Economics, accounting, management, statistics, entrepreneurship, organizational behavior. Now, if you notice something, the first year, second year, third year, and the last year, in the very back, the fourth year, there are no required courses. During the fourth year, you can take any kind of courses you want. You can take courses from another program, another department, or you can concentrate your focus on what you're interested in. Basically, for the last year, you have opportunity to take areas that you're interested in. If you want to go overseas to do an exchange program, that's fine too. If you go overseas, you can study whatever you're interested in. So basically, all the required courses are pretty much finished in the first 3 years. Yes, you have to study for 4 years. You still have to take credits in your fourth year. But basically, you can finish up your required courses in the first 3 years. Basically, for the IBA program, it's a standard business program. These are the same kind of business courses you would take at any kind of program, any kind of business program. Please go to the next slide. Now, this is our sustainability program. Now, our sustainability program is project-oriented. That means that you have to be able to do some kind of project. Of course, you have to learn book knowledge, but at the same time, you have to have some kind of project that shows that you're able to do something with what you are learning. So you come in your first year, you get a teacher, and you start thinking about some kind of project that you want to work on. It can be anything from fish farming, it can be solar panels, it can be whatever you're interested in. It's a project-based program. That means you have to be able to do something with the knowledge that you learn. The courses are focused on environmental issues and also sustainability. This is a very popular program, and it's also a way of the future. To be honest with you guys, I'm an old man, right? What kind of earth do we have for the future, right? Our future doesn't look very good. You young people shouldn't count on us old people to leave you a good, healthy planet. If you want a good, healthy planet, you're going to have to do it yourself. So, oh, sorry. Sorry, I just got a message. Anyway, so sustainability is very, very important. All right. So if you care about the environment, you want a better future, I recommend you look into the sustainability program. All right, please go to the next slide. Now, we have something special in the International College. It's called a mini semester. Most American universities, their school year is different than the school year in Taiwan. For most American universities, their second semester, their spring semester, starts in January, and they usually finish their classes by early May. But in Taiwan, our classes for the second semester start in end of February and go until the end of June. So what we do is for the last 5 weeks of our semester is we invite students and teachers from America to come into Taiwan and to take classes together. This way our students can get an American experience in Taiwan without paying for the cost. So we have students who come from not only students, but also teachers who come from America and take classes together for 5 weeks. You get an American experience in Taiwan, American educational experience. We have different kinds of classes. Students can take business courses, students can take arts and culture classes, they can take Chinese language courses, and they can take sustainability courses. We're gonna have around 20 different courses for students can choose from. And it's like an opportunity to take classes together with American students and also taught by either our teachers or teachers from America. This is something very special that is offered in international college. This is for the last 5 weeks of our second semester. All right, please go to the next slide. These are the programs that we have dual degrees with. We have University of Rhode Island, Trinity University, Temple University, Andrews University, Nottingham Trent, Reims in France, New South Wales, Southern Cross, Bristol, and South Florida. Dual degrees are different options, either 2 years here, 2 years there, or 3+1. The schools to the UK are usually 3 years here and then 1 year there. You get 2 degrees. Schools to America are usually 2+2 or 2+3. For example, Temple University is 3+2. 3 years here and then 2 years at Temple, bachelor's degree from Tunghai, and a master's degree from Temple University. We also have programs with schools in Australia. So if you're interested in going to Australia, we also have those dual degree. For the dual degree programs, while you're at Tunghai, you pay Tunghai tuition. But when you go to school in America or Australia or France or Germany or England, you pay their tuition. Like I said earlier, American tuition is very, very expensive. So if you go to America for 4 years, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So if you're interested in studying in America, you can come to Taiwan first for 2 years, study for 2 years here, and then go to America and get 2 degrees. It will help you save a lot of money. These are their dual degree programs. Okay, please go to the next slide. These are some of the countries that our students have done exchange with. So we've had students who've gone all over the world to do exchange programs. We have students who've gone to America, to France, Germany, many different countries, Austria. So if you're interested in studying overseas, you have that kind of opportunity. All right, please go to the next slide. Our learning style is very interactive. A lot of times in Taiwan, education is very teacher-oriented. That means the teacher will stand in front of the class and the teacher will talk and talk and talk, and the students take down notes, and then you have a midterm exam and a final exam. In the international college, that's not the way. Our learning approach is more interactive. Our students have to do a lot of presentations and they have to do a lot of reports. So a lot of our times when our students go overseas, go to school in America, they say they have an advantage because they're more used to a Western style of education. So we have very interactive learning. We believe that students, of course, they have to study, but they also have to be able to use and understand what they study. Now, if you look down at the very bottom in the left-hand corner, this is our accounting teacher. A lot of students are very nervous about accounting. They're afraid, oh no, mathematics, oh no, I don't like math. But our accounting teacher does something called color accounting. He uses a strategy to help students understand accounting. He uses a different color. He has his own special kind of technique. It helps students to understand the principles of accounting. All right, please go to the next slide. We also have a class for leadership where you give an opportunity to interact with global leaders. We have Taiwan is still the R&D center for a lot of major companies. They may not make their products in Taiwan, but they do a lot of the R&D, research and development here in Taiwan. So for example, Nike has a headquarters here. Corning's a big software. IKEA, Enercon, a lot of major companies have their R&D offices here in Taichung. Taichung has a big science park right here in the middle of the island. So it's a good opportunity to make connections with different business leaders. In this class here, students have gotten a lot of internships because of the connections they build with business leaders. It's very important to learn to make connections. When you're in college, part of it is not only content knowledge, but also making connections that will help you upon graduation. Please go to the next slide. Now, something special we have is American mentors. What we do is we hire students who just graduated from university in America, and their job is to help students make a transition from high school to independent learner. Studying in high school and studying in university is very different. When you study in university, you have to do everything yourself, all right? Writing a composition in English is very difficult or very different than writing compositions in other languages. You have to know how to do citations. You have to know how to do references. So we have mentors who can help students make that transition about how to study, how to do composition, and also how to improve their English. These are people who just graduated from university in America. And also they help students with personal problems. All right, please go to the next slide. Also, they introduce different cultural activities like Christmas, Thanksgiving. Down in the bottom is Pi Day and Halloween. So it gives a chance for students, the mentors, to interact with the students. All right, go to the next one. They also help students with personal academic problems, all right? For example, if you have problems with your roommate, all right, they can give you advice. They know they've already done that. They've already been through college. They just recently graduate, so they can give you practical advice. I'm an old man, and when a student comes to me and says, "Oh, teacher, I have a problem with my boyfriend. What should I do?" The honest truth is, I don't care, but I can't say that. But mentors can help you with your problems, all right? When it comes to personal problems, academic problems, or just general advice. They can also help you with your English ability. Their job is to help you make that transition, whether it's personal problems or language problems, whatever. Only Tunghai have these mentors that can help you make this transition. Please go to the next one. They also help students prepare to study overseas. So if you want to study overseas, they can help you with that process. When you apply to study for a university, say in America, you have to do something called the Common App. They know how to do that. Also, if you need letters of recommendation, a lot of our students, after they graduate, will apply to graduate school. They may stay in Taiwan for their first 4 years, and then afterwards they'll go to grad school overseas. Our mentors can help the students apply for graduate programs overseas. Please go to the next one. They also help students prepare for class material. Right? You have to do like a SWOT analysis. You have to interview executives at different business companies. They help the students by interviewing with how to conduct an interview of a global leader. So this is also very important. Please go to the next slide. Now, one of the things that you can tell about the quality of a program is what happened to the students after they graduate. Now, these are some of the schools that our students went to after they graduated. So last year, we had students who went to the University of Hong Kong, National Singapore University, Nanyang University, and also top tier schools in Taiwan, and then also schools in America, University of Pennsylvania, City University of New York, Northeastern, Melbourne, and University of New South Wales. Please go to the next slide. Right. The next one, please. And also in Europe, King's College, University of Glasgow, Manchester. The point I'm trying to make is, after our students graduate, they get accepted to top tier universities around the world. These universities would not accept our students if they didn't think they had if they didn't come from a quality program. So whatever school you go to, one thing you want to look at is what schools do your students, what school do the students go to after they graduate, all right? Because that shows you whether or not that degree is recognized in the international market. So once our students graduate, they go to top tier schools around the world, right? Please go to the next slide. Yay! I know I talked very fast and gave you guys a lot of information. So if you have any kind of questions, I'll be glad to answer. The important thing to know, if you want to study in Taiwan, Taiwan's a safe place to be. Tunghai is a good choice. The international college is a good option, right? If you want a program in all English, we have a business program, we have a sustainability program. If you're not sure about what you want to study, or if you want to improve your Chinese first before you go into another program, we have an IDP program. Right? Well, that's my quick, fast introduction. Right?
Okay. Thank you, Professor James. Excuse me, can you hear my voice? Oh, okay. How about now? Okay,
Fine.
your voice, right? Okay, so Professor James, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
You keep breaking up.
Okay. Dia tolong, oh sekarang udah? Oh, okay, I think you can hear my voice right now, right? Professor?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Marlene, hello?
Halo,
Bisa dengar suara saya, Marlene?
bisa Kak?
Oh, okay, okay. So, okay. Thank you, Professor James. Can you hear my voice right now? Oh, okay. Great. Okay, sorry for the technical problems. Okay, thank you so much, Professor James, for the very insightful information and presentation. Maybe we can continue to Marlene's sharing session first. So after that, we can move to Q&A. So Marlene, guys, she is from Tunghai Indonesia Student Association. She will share to you about her experience studying in Tunghai University. Okay.
Oke. Pertama-tama makasih Kak Tirta atas waktunya. Selamat siang juga teman-teman. Halo semua, perkenalin nama aku Marlene. Aku asal dari Jakarta dan semester ke depan aku masuk semester kelima di Taiwan. Berarti aku mulai tahun ketiga aku nih di Taiwan. Dan kebetulan aku menjabat sebagai ketua dari TUISA, yaitu Tunghai University Indonesian Student Association. Nah, kalau Profesor James tadi sudah menjelaskan ya tentang IC, tentang program dari International College. Kebetulan aku sendiri mengambil jurusan International Business yang dalam bahasa Mandarin. Jadi nanti kalau ada teman-teman mau nanya, nih boleh banget nih. Dan kebetulan juga puji syukur aku mendapatkan beasiswa dari Tunghai University International Office, yaitu sebesar 100.000 NTD per tahunnya. Nah, karena waktunya singkat, aku juga mau sharing singkat aja nih sama teman-teman. Kenapa sih aku bisa end up untuk kuliah di Tunghai? Dan aku juga mau sharing pengalaman belajar aku di sini, lingkungan aku di sini, dan juga tentang THU-ISA atau TUISA itu. Oke, jadi kalau aku mau share pengapa aku pilih Tunghai sebagai university aku, mungkin kita tarik ulur dulu ya, kenapa aku akhirnya memilih juga di Taiwan. Seperti yang tadi sudah dijabarkan tentang Profesor James, aku juga percaya kalau sekarang globalisasi makin advance dan orang-orang makin value kita-kita yang bisa bilingual atau trilingual. Maka dari itu aku juga yakin nih dengan aku belajar bahasa Mandarin, aku bisa add value untuk diri aku dan nantinya bisa memudahkan aku untuk cari pekerjaan in the future. Maka dari itu aku pilih Taiwan sebagai tempat untuk aku belajar kuliah, sekalipun juga melancarkan bahasa Inggris aku dan juga belajar bahasa Mandarin. Dan terus kenapa sih akhirnya aku ada di Tunghai? Jadi waktu itu aku keterima di 3 university, ada di Yunlin, Taipei, sama satu lagi di Tunghai. Nah, untuk Yunlin sendiri kan memang tergolong kota yang lebih kecil, jadi aku rasa aku kurang cocok nih di sini. Jadi pilihan aku jatuh di antara Tunghai atau Taipei. Nah, waktu itu ketika aku considering, aku sadar kalau memang Taipei itu kotanya a big city, tapi memang living cost-nya jauh lebih tinggi dibandingkan di Taichung. Kalau di Taichung, kalian transportasi gratis dan itu sangat amat safe, sangat amat menghemat pengeluaran kita gitu. Dan juga untuk Taichung sendiri kotanya termasuk kota besar, tapi juga lebih slow pace, jadi enak banget, enjoying banget, lebih santai, tapi juga tetap advance gitu. Dan di sini mau kemana-mana gampang, kalian kalau mau ke Taipei tinggal naik bus 1,5 jam nyampe, kalau mau ke Kaohsiung juga tinggal naik bus 1,5 jam nyampe. Jadi sangat amat gampang dan di sini juga memang tempat rekreasi juga banyak, jadi kalian nggak bakal stres di sini, malah bakal happy-happy aja gitu. Terus juga aku juga kebetulan waktu itu dapat pengumuman beasiswa di Tunghai keluar duluan. Jadi itulah kenapa aku pilih Tunghai. Dan juga Tunghai ini salah satu universitas swasta unggulan loh di Taiwan. Jadi kalau untuk kualitas edukasi kalian nggak usah raguin deh Tunghai. Oke, kalau kesan aku tentang suasana belajar di Tunghai University ya. Jujur pertama kali aku mau berangkat ke Taiwan, ke Tunghai, aku tuh takut banget. Especially aku awalnya nggak bisa bahasa Mandarin. Tapi ternyata first day aku di Tunghai, ketika orientasi nih sama mahasiswa Taiwan di sini dengan teman-teman Taiwan dan ada international student lainnya, semua ketakutan aku tuh sirna semua. Karena ternyata mereka welcome loh sama international student. Semua teman-teman local friends yang aku ketemuin di sini sangat amat senang kalau mereka bisa ketemu dengan international student karena mereka juga mau tahu budaya kita seperti apa. Mereka juga bisa belajar bahasa Inggris dari kita dan kita juga bisa belajar bahasa Mandarin loh sama mereka. Jadi nggak usah takut karena memang ternyata orang Taiwan di sini juga friendly banget sama international students. Abis itu selama aku udah 2 tahun di Taiwan, aku nggak pernah ketemu sama guru-guru yang skeptis sama international student. Malah berkebalikannya banget. Guru-guru di sini super baik banget. Terus mereka juga ngedukung kita sih. Kayak termasuk James salah satunya. Dia adalah salah satu guru terbaik yang pernah aku ketemuin. Gak bohong, no cap. Dia perhatian banget sama murid-muridnya. Dia ingat semua nama murid-muridnya. Dan guru-guru di departemenku pun juga baik, walaupun pakai bahasa Mandarin, jurusan aku ya, tapi mereka nggak pernah kayak bikin susah kita gitu loh. Malah mereka cari cara gimana caranya biar kita international student bisa tetap belajar dan mengikuti pelajaran dengan baik. Salah satunya juga aku pernah diajak sama guru aku untuk makan-makan bareng dalam rangka Chinese New Year, jadi benar-benar kekeluargaan banget ya di sini. Kalian nggak bakal nyesel. Pokoknya di sini supportive banget. Dari gurunya, dari teman-temannya, dan lingkungan belajarnya pun juga enak. Semua fasilitas belajar enak. Di dalam Tunghai sendiri kita punya banyak perpustakaan. Ada satu perpustakaan yang besar dan di setiap gedung departemen ada perpustakaan-perpustakaan kecilnya, disertai juga ada banyak study room dan di sekitar Tunghai juga banyak kafe-kafe gitu kalau kalian mau belajar. Karena waktunya sudah singkat banget, aku mau jelasin singkat juga tentang TETO, Tunghai University Indonesian Student Association. Jadi TETO itu merupakan komunitas mahasiswa S1 Indonesia di Tunghai. Nah, yang kita itu kegiatan sehari-harinya banyak sih. Kita ada penyambutan untuk mahasiswa Indonesia yang baru datang ke Tunghai. Kita juga ada jalan-jalan bareng ke theme park, atau kita juga ada Christmas dinner bareng. Terus kita juga, ini yang nggak kalah seru, kita juga ada aktivitas di mana kita jalan-jalan nih keluar Taichung bareng-bareng. Kayak tahun lalu, tahun ini kita pergi ke Pulau Penghu, dan 2 tahun lalu kita pergi ke Genting buat tamasya bareng-bareng. Jadi teman-teman tenang aja, nggak usah takut, karena kalau kalian mau ke Tunghai, kita ada cukup banyak mahasiswa Indonesia yang pastinya nggak bakal bikin kalian kesepian. Mungkin ada kontra juga ya di sini. Mungkin kalian berpendapat kalau ada banyak mahasiswa Indonesia, nanti kalian malah nggak bisa belajar bahasa Mandarin. Tapi menurut aku ini salah besar, salah banget, karena menurut aku pribadi dan menurut pengalaman aku, dengan adanya TETO ini, komunitas Indonesia, murid Indonesia di Taiwan ini malah menjadi support system kamu gitu. Terutama kalian-kalian kan bakal jauh dari keluarga. Tapi di sisi lain, nanti di sini kalian punya keluarga kedua kalian, yaitu TETO di sini. Ada teman-teman kamu yang sepemikiran, yang kamu bisa ajak ngobrol. Tapi ini juga nggak berarti kalian tiap hari ngomong bahasa Indonesia terus ya. Nggak kok. Karena di Tunghai sendiri punya banyak banget opportunity buat kalian expand bahasa Inggris maupun bahasa Mandarin kalian. Contohnya adalah misalkan kalian mau belajar bahasa Inggris bisa ambil IC College karena di situ memang lingkungannya full English program dan teman-temannya juga international students. Ada yang dari Amerika, ada yang dari UK, dari Jepang, Korea, Hong Kong, semuanya pokoknya ada lengkap. Dan di Taiwan sendiri, di Tunghai juga punya banyak opportunity lainnya untuk kalian belajar bahasa. Misalkan kalian bisa join klub di universitas, ataupun kalian juga bisa part-time. Jadi pokoknya kalian jangan takut. Pesan aku sih kalau kalian mau ke Taiwan, mau belajar, jangan takut. Benar jangan takut, karena kalau kalian takut kan kalian nggak pernah tahu ya kemampuan diri kalian sampai mana sih. Pokoknya coba aja dulu. Dan sharing aku mungkin sampai sini aja. Kalau kalian mau ada pertanyaan, bisa kepoin Instagramnya THU.ISA di THU.ISA_official. Mungkin segitu, cukup aja dari aku, dan aku harap bisa ketemu sama teman-teman tahun depan di Tunghai ya, Tunghai di Taiwan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Marlene. Okay, so I think we can enter the Q&A session for Tunghai University. So if you have any question, please click the raise hand feature first. You can ask directly by turning on your microphone, or you can write your question in WhatsApp group as well. So later I will read your questions for Tunghai. So I think we have Eric. Eric, could you please turn on your microphone? Eric, do you want to ask? Hello, Eric. If not, maybe we can first continue to read the questions from WhatsApp group. So there is Ethan. So, oh, by the way, we also have the Tunghai University representative office in Jakarta, Miss Fanny. So later on, maybe if, for example, Professor James or Marilyn don't know about the answer, maybe Miss Fanny can answer it also. So from Ethan, so she would like to know about the IT program in Tunghai University. Is it only taught in Chinese? So
no, it's you come to learn Chinese. All the classes are in English except for the Chinese classes. The purpose, you take about 6 hours a week of Chinese language courses, or actually take more than that. You earn 6 credits of Chinese while you're taking your general education courses in English. The classes are in English. It's basically for students who don't know any Chinese, but maybe they're interested in studying food science, or they're interested in studying hospitality management. Before you can go to those programs, you have to have a little bit of Chinese ability. So basically, you come into the IDP program, and your first year, you take your general education courses in English, and then you also learn some Chinese. And then the second year, you can transfer into the program that you need to have Chinese ability for. Of course, most of the courses are in English, except for the Chinese courses. If you're learning Chinese, they're not going to be in English, right? So answer to the question is that most of the courses are in English, except for the Chinese courses.
Okay, thank you for the answer. So next question from Kaylin. She wants to know about the minimum TOEIC score if she wants to apply to International Business Administration. Do you have the answer, Professor James?
We don't have a minimum score, but it's best for the students to have an IELTS score. IELTS around 5.5, all right, or higher, all right? So generally speaking, there's no requirements for English test score. But when it comes to getting scholarships and stuff like that, it makes a difference. So the higher scores you have on the English test affects your scholarship amount of money. Generally speaking, students should have around IELTS of 5.5. I do not know what a IELTS 5.5. I don't know what that kind of TOEFL score that is. So something around IELTS 5.5.
Yeah. Okay, so you can have the equivalent score later. So basically IELTS is 5.5, right, Professor? Okay, so for the next question is from Kaisha Fanyasatri. So actually, Professor, they are also expecting to know about GEP, Global Elite Program. So it's a GEP here is the collaboration with Rutgers University in USA, right? So basically, she wants to know about the whether she needs to finish 3-year bachelor in Tunghai and then the rest year in the university in US, or how is it? Well, can you please explain briefly about GEP, about the maybe the timeline?
The GPT is a program in a management college. We have a very similar program in the IBA program. The GEP Global Elite program is in a management college, and you get accepted to one of their programs there, and then you go into that program there. They also have dual degree programs. We also have the same dual degree programs. The Global Elite program is in a management college. You can talk about that with them. In the international college, the IBA program, we also have dual degree programs. Basically, dual degree program, for us, we have schools in America, we have schools in Australia, we also have schools in the UK. For those kind of programs, we have different options. We have 2+2, we have 3+2, we have 3+1s, we have many different options. For example, if you want to go to New South Wales in Australia, it's 3 years here and then 2 years there. If you want to go to, say, University of Rhode Island, that's 2 years here, 2 years there. So Global Elite programs has their own kind of dual degree programs, and we also have the same kind of program. And you get 2 degrees. You get 1 degree from Tunghai, and you get the other degree from our partner school. So if you look at the slide of the PowerPoint slide, it shows the different schools that the International College have partners with. Basically, the courses in the Global Elite program and the courses in the IPA program are very similar. You take the same kind of accounting courses, you take the same management courses. So Global Elite program and IPA are very similar. One's in the International College, one's in the Management College.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer, Professor James. I think it's very clear, right, for the timeline, guys. So we have one participant that would like to ask directly. Maybe you can turn on your microphone, please. Hello, actually I cannot see your name, so whoever you are. So if you would like to ask question directly, just turn on your microphone then and ask directly.
Don't be afraid to ask.
Okay, no. So if not, maybe we can move to the question from WhatsApp group. So there is questions from Risti. How can they register for international exchange when they already study in Tunghai University?
If they're already studying Tunghai University, then they need to go to the Office of International Relationships website and then to apply that way. Basically, you apply through the Office of International Relations. They have a website there, and then go on and apply. Tunghai has partner schools with close to 300 schools. All right, so you have to go to their website and apply on the website. It's not with the International College that you apply. It's with the Office of International Relations.
Okay.
If they want to study, do an exchange, our response is, Chayo, go for it. Give it a try. All right, it's a good opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Professor James.
And
so,
let me just say one thing. When you do an exchange, don't always have to go to America. All right, there's lots of schools. You can go to Japan, you can go to Korea, you can go to Germany, you can go to Austria. So a lot of people want to say, oh, I want to do an exchange in America. But my response is, doesn't have to be America. Spain's a good country. All right, there's a lot of opportunities. All right, so lots of different countries you can go to.
Okay, thank you. So if there is participant who would like to ask directly to Professor James or Marilyn, you can just turn on your microphone because I'm really sorry I cannot see what's your name. So just turn on your microphone then and ask.
Halo, suara saya terdengar?
Ya.
Oh, oke. Jadi saya mau nanya, kalau lebih spesifik mungkin ke C. Marlin ya. Jadi saya ini ya ada rencana juga mau kuliah di Taiwan dan saya merasa posisinya hampir sama kayak C. Marlin di mana saya belum punya kemampuan bahasa Mandarin yang baik. Jadi apakah ada tips gitu dari C. Marlin buat kita yang mau preparation yang mau ke Taiwan? Apalagi kan tadi aku dengar C. Marlin dapat kelas yang dalam bahasa Mandarin ya. Berarti kan harus kayak ada kemampuan Mandarin buat memahami pelajarannya. Itu ada tips triknya nggak ya dari Indonesia atau kayak di sananya kita belajar bahasa? Thank you.
Oke, thank you buat pertanyaannya. Kalau dari aku sendiri, belajar dari kesalahan aku ya guys, kalau kan dulu nggak belajar tuh Mandarin sama sekali. Dan kalau kalian sekarang masih di Indonesia, punya waktu untuk belajar Mandarin, belajarlah dari sekarang, at least yang basic-basicnya aja buat conversation sehari-hari, at least udah bisa lah buat ngomong thank you, permisi, sama minta tolong. Nah, waktu kesininya, memang kan, pasti pertama bakal kaget banget deh ke sini, lihat semua menu tulisan dalam bahasa Mandarin. Tapi balik lagi sih, kalau dari pengalaman aku pribadi, jangan jiper duluan, jangan takut duluan, karena memang lingkungan di sini tuh semuanya mendukung kamu gitu, dan banyak resources yang bisa kamu ambil untuk belajar Mandarin. Sesimpel dari, cobalah mulai dengerin lagu Mandarin tiap hari. Karena kalau menurut pengalaman pribadi aku sendiri, ini beneran kayak ngelatih listening-nya kamu, dan yang paling penting juga, jangan takut untuk memulai conversation dengan orang lokal di sini. Karena yang dari aku lihat, orang Indonesia banyak yang salah nih kalau ngomong sama orang Taiwan. Mereka takut salah, terus takut malah nanti dimarahin. Tapi menurut aku nekat aja sih. Toh kalau kalian nggak coba, kalian nggak tahu kan. Jadi nekat aja karena belajar dari kesalahan itu, belajar dari praktis, itu bakalan yang malah jadi jitu gitu. Malah jadi jurus jitu kamu untuk cepat bisa belajar bahasa Mandarin. Nah, kalau untuk belajar sendiri, di jurusan aku memang semuanya dalam bahasa Mandarin gitu. Tapi guru-gurunya baik sih, jadi kamu bisa approach dulu nih gurunya. Tanya, boleh nggak minta ulangan dalam bahasa Inggris? Biasanya ada guru yang bolehin, ada guru yang nggak, tergantung merekanya mau kasihnya gimana. Tapi kebanyakan so far sih aku selalu case-nya dia kasih bahasa Inggris ya. Kalau dia kasih bahasa Mandarin pun pasti nanti ada kompensasi-kompensasi yang lain. Jadi jangan takut aja. Terus kalau untuk teman belajar, juga usahain kalian ada nih at least satu local student yang dekat sama kalian. Karena itu memang perlu banget di dalam hal pembelajaran kalian, dalam kalau misalnya kalian nggak ngerti apa, kalian bisa tanya mereka. Tapi mungkin in exchange, biasanya sih ya teman-teman Taiwan tuh pengen belajar bahasa Inggris, jadi mungkin kalian bisa ngelakuin ini sebagai hubungan timbal balik ya sama mereka. Jadi mereka bisa bantu kalian di pelajaran dan juga kalian bisa bantu mereka di belajar bahasa Inggris. Mungkin itu aja sih tips singkat dari aku. Thank you ya buat pertanyaannya.
Okay, thank you, Marlene. Actually, there are also question from Jessica. It's a very similar question. It's from Marlene. Oh, sorry, it's from Jessica Darmaji. So actually, she asked about any experience on culture shock in Taiwan. So, and any tips for people who want to study in Taiwan too. But actually, Marlene already answered the questions as well. So I think, excuse me, Professor Cem, I would like to switch to Indonesian language for several additional information for Indonesian students. Jadi teman-teman, ada juga yang pertanyaan tentang apa bedanya college dengan university. Jadi college itu seperti nama fakultas gitu. Jadi ada fakultas dan di bawahnya ada beberapa jurusan kan. Jadi college itu lebih ke college itu bukan nama universitas ya. Jadi di sini tetap nama universitasnya Tunghai University, tapi untuk nama fakultasnya itu International College gitu. Jadi College of apa gitu. Jadi college itu lebih ke fakultas gitu. Nah, di bawah college ada beberapa jurusan gitu. Jadi semoga menjawab ya. Okay, for the last questions, maybe we can address it to Professor James. So there is a question from Patricia for the double degree program in Tunghai University. Can she choose the university by herself, or will the university be determined by the Tunghai University?
All right, let me make clear, Global Elite program is not an international college. Global Elite is in the management college. We have the same kind of program. You can choose whichever school you want to. If you want to go to school in America, you can choose a school in America. If you want to choose a school in Australia or the UK or France, you can choose a school. You have to meet that school's entrance requirement. All right. So if you applied, you can actually apply to more than one school. So if you want to go to University of Rhode Island, you have to meet that school's requirement. If you want to go to the University of New South Wales, you have to meet that school's requirement. If you want to go to Nottingham Trent, you have to meet that school's requirement. You have different choices. For in the international college, you have different choices of schools that you want to go to. Okay? So it's up. You have choices, but you have to meet those schools' entrance requirement. So if they require a certain TOEFL score, you have to have that TOEFL score. So it's not. You still have to meet the school's entrance requirement.
Okay, I think it's very clear for the explanation. Thank you, Professor James. And for the participant, later, if you still have any question regarding the admission or the school system or maybe the scholarship opportunity, you can also ask the Tunghai University office representative in Indonesia, in Jakarta, the specific place in Ukrida, teman-teman. So you can follow their Instagram at THUEC_Indonesia. So I think that's all for the quick Q&A session for Tunghai University. Thank you so much, Professor James and Marlene. Thank you so much for your support, contribution, on your hard work to prepare the webinar today. Okay, thank you so much, Professor James and Marlene. Yeah, hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you. So, all right, for the final session, we will have the representative from National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, or NTUST. We have Dr. Iman Adipurtama. He is an assistant professor in the International Advanced Technology Program, or we can call it IATP, in NTUST. So we also have Salva Salsabila. She is a bachelor student in IATP. So thank you so much for attending this webinar. So basically guys, since Pak Iman is Indonesia student, so we can switch to bahasa Indonesia. Halo Pak Iman, terima kasih sudah bergabung bersama kami. Waktu presentasi Pak Iman 25 menit, ya bisa dimulai presentasinya. Terima kasih.
Ya baik, sama-sama. Baik, mudah-mudahan terlihat ya. Saya full screen kan. Ya baik, selamat sore ya sekarang ya, sore. Perkenalkan saya Iman Adipurnama. Di sini saya sebagai assistant professor di program, nama programnya International Advanced Technology Program di Taiwan Tech, atau mungkin dikenal juga NTUST, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. Lokasinya di Taipei, di tengah kota, di pusat kota, di pusat keramaian Taipei. Saya langsung aja kasih lihat gambaran tentang IATP. Jadi sebenarnya IATP ini adalah program studi bachelor. Di dalamnya ada 4 jurusan. Ada mechanical engineering, ada chemical engineering, ada material science, dan ada civil and construction atau sipil ya, teknik sipil. Jadi teknik mesin, teknik kimia, teknik material, teknik sipil. Nah, 4 jurusan ini di dalam program IATP ini kita ibaratkan tahun pertama itu semua masuk IATP, program IATP, nanti kemudian di tahun berikutnya akan dijuruskan ke masing-masing jurusan sesuai minat ya. Jadi ada kesempatan 1 tahun untuk berpikir gitu. Nah, mungkin langsung aja saya kasih lihat video singkat. Menurut suaranya terdengar ya?
Terdengar.
Oke.
Hai. Ni hao. Hai.
Hai. Halo. Halo guys, nama saya Thanos Wins dan saya di sini masih tahun pertama jurusan IATP, yaitu International Advanced Technology Program.
Halo, namaku Salva dari jurusan IATP, International Advanced Technology Program. Jadi IATP sendiri itu merupakan salah satu program internasional buat S1. Kita di sini juga membuka kelas full English program. Untuk tahun pertama kita belajar teknik dasar, terus tahun keduanya kita dibagi jadi 4 jurusan, yaitu Chemical Engineering, Material Science, Civil and Construction, sama Mechanical Engineering.
Banyak sekali murid-murid internasional seperti Amerika, Indonesia, Paraguay, dan lainnya. Untuk estimasi uang sekolahnya sekitar 25 juta per semester. Untuk beasiswa pastinya banyak di sini. Untuk kalian sebagai pendaftar pertama, biasanya ada beasiswa sekitar 20% dari total murid kalian akan mendapatkan beasiswa dari jurusan kita, yaitu IATP. Tidak hanya itu, dari sekolah kita NTUST pun itu juga memberikan program beasiswa untuk kita yang di atas GPA 3.
Dan ada beasiswa dari luar juga. Untuk beasiswa MOI, cara daftarnya tuh mulai Januari atau Februari. Bisa dilihat di webnya TETO. Uang kuliahnya dibayarin sama MOI. Terus per bulan dapat 15.000 NTD untuk S1. Cara daftarnya lewat online, itu pendaftarannya dibuka awal Februari sampai akhir Maret. Persyaratannya
yang pertama adalah raport. Di raport yang diperlukan hanya semester 1 sampai 5, harus ditranslate Inggris ataupun Mandarin. Yang kedua adalah ijazah. Saya tahu beberapa dari kalian belum memiliki ijazah. It's okay, kalian tinggal meminta dari TU atau tata usaha dari yang ada di pihak sekolah. Kalian bisa meminta untuk surat keterangan lulus sementara.
Sama tes bahasa Inggris kayak TOEFL, TOEIC, IELTS.
Yang keempat adalah surat rekomendasi.
Surat rekomendasi bisa dari guru atau kepala sekolah, atau bisa kalau kamu ikut kegiatan di luar sekolah yang nasional atau internasional, bisa dari sana juga.
Ya, halo semuanya. Perkenalan, nama saya Iman Adi Purnama. Sekarang saya bekerja di Taiwan di NTUST sebagai Project Assistant Professor. Sebenarnya kalau dibandingkan dengan di kampus di Indonesia, di Taiwan ini pertama fasilitas cukup bagus dan lengkap dan bisa diakses, itu yang paling penting. Kalau kalian memang minat studi di Taiwan, peluangnya sangat besar diterima. Kenapa? Karena Taiwan sangat membuka besar-besar program mahasiswa internasional. Kalau kalian sudah siap semua dokumen dan kalian ingin studi di Taiwan, langsung aja daftar. Saya tunggu di Taiwan ya. Ya, itu video dari perkenalan tentang jurusan IATP. Itu diambil sebelum ada COVID ya, jadi nggak pakai masker semua. Lanjut lagi, kalau mau coba masuk ke website kami ada di ic.thu.edu.tw, semuanya lengkap ada di sana. Dari mulai programnya seperti apa, admissionnya bagaimana, karena itu yang paling banyak ditanyakan biasanya. Jadi ini saya kilas balik lagi, ada 4 jurusan di ATP. Jadi ini 4 tahun programnya. Seperti di Indonesia mungkin juga mirip ya. Jadi program S1-nya khususnya yang bidang teknik ya, khususnya bidang teknik ini mirip. Nanti saya akan sharing juga kurikulumnya seperti apa secara singkat. Jadi kurang lebih ini programnya baru dari tahun 2017. Jadi angkatan yang baru lulusnya baru 1 angkatan. Tahun ini baru lulus, Juli kemarin lulusnya. Itu baru lulus. Jadi masih baru sekali dan kita juga sangat tiap tahunnya selalu ada beberapa program-program yang baru dan ya intinya gimana caranya supaya mahasiswa yang masuk ini juga kita benar-benar treat sebaik mungkin gitu. Nanti saya coba ceritakan apa aja yang mereka bakal dapat. Programnya kurang lebih yang jadi program director ada Profesor Pin Chuan Chen. Beliau dari Departemen Mechanical. Ada juga kolega saya dari Vietnam ada Profesor Tang Pho. Dan juga kolega dari Taiwan, Profesor Teng atau Profesor Esther. Ini kami semua yang kurang lebih menghandle program IATP ini dari mulai ada bagaimana kurikulumnya, kemudian jadwal untuk mengajarnya bagaimana segala macam. Dan kita juga undang tentu saja dosen-dosen lainnya yang memang kita butuhkan gitu. Khususnya untuk jurusan-jurusan yang memang kita belum set dosen yang tetapnya siapa gitu. Nah, jadi kurikulumnya secara singkat saya kasih tahu di sini, kredit atau SKS-nya kurang lebihnya 128, durasinya 4 tahun. Di sini bahasanya full English ya, jadi kita benar-benar semua kuliahnya full English, karena biasanya ada program yang mereka buka program full English, tapi ternyata di dalamnya ada yang mix Mandarin. Nah, kita nggak sama sekali, kita benar-benar full English. Jadi kalau kalian memang benar-benar kemampuan Mandarinnya 0, itu bisa sekolah di sini full English. Dan tentu saja kalau kita sih selalu support untuk teman-teman yang sekolah di Taiwan untuk belajar Mandarin juga. Di sini juga kita ada belajar Mandarin gratis di NTUST. Nah, jadi di sini bisa dilihat ada beberapa kredit-kredit tiap jurusan nanti akan beda ya. Jadi ketika tahun pertama itu semuanya sama, masuk namanya program dasar di IATP, dan kemudian tahun kedua baru kita bagi, dan nanti tergantung minatnya ya. Jadi mau ngambil kuliahnya nanti seperti apa, ada kuliah wajib, ada kuliah pilihannya seperti apa. Ini yang tadi saya cerita, jadi tahun pertama program atau mata kuliahnya sama semuanya, satu IATP ini akan sama gitu. Jadi semester pertama, semester kedua ini sama. Nah, tahun kedua baru akan mulai dibagi. Jadi pertama akan dibagi yang mesin mechanical dan construction ke satu grup, terus kemudian yang chemical dan material science ke grup yang lain gitu. Nah, tahun kedua seperti ini ada beberapa mata kuliah wajib, ada beberapa mata kuliah ini masih banyak mata kuliah wajib. Nah, baru setelah di tahun ketiga ini mulai semakin jurusannya semakin terpecah. Yang mechanical benar-benar di mechanical, yang sipil juga di sipil, chemical di chemical, material science di material science. Nah, di tahun keempat ini ada hampir semuanya sama, ada namanya special topics. Nah, special topics ini sebenarnya kalau di Indonesia kan ada ini ya tugas akhir. Nah, sebenarnya ini mirip seperti tugas akhir, tapi memang mungkin tidak sekaku tugas akhir. Kalau tugas akhir kan harus bikin buku segala macam, ini enggak mesti seperti itu. Jadi special topics ini tergantung dari mahasiswa itu sendiri. Apakah mahasiswa itu mau mau di lab atau dia mau kerja magang ya, magang di perusahaan, itu boleh pilih seperti itu. Nah, kebanyakan pilih di lab. Nanti tergantung dari profesor di lab itu, dia harus bikin reportnya seperti apa, itu tergantung profesornya nanti mereka akan presentasi juga gitu. Tapi juga bisa milih untuk internship ya atau magang di perusahaan, itu juga boleh, dan nanti akan special topics ini akan di waive gitu istilahnya. Ini tahun terakhir. Terus saya coba simpulkan beberapa alasan ya kenapa program ini cukup menarik dan cukup kalau teman-teman mau coba ini sangat-sangat menarik. Pertama, degree-nya kalau teman-teman mau cari degree yang bachelor yang science, terus juga yang benar-benar international friendly environment. Itu kalau di NTUST ini mungkin teman-teman yang sudah tahu atau sudah pernah cari tahu, NTUST ini salah satu kampus di Taiwan dengan program internasional yang jumlah mahasiswa internasional paling banyak di Taiwan. Gitu. Dan kalau misalnya bicara Indonesianya sangat banyak. Bisa sampai kurang lebih mungkin ada 300 ya, 250 sampai 300 orang mahasiswa Indonesia saja gitu. Ditambah yang lain-lain. Kalau di program IATP sendiri Indonesia ada, Vietnam ada juga dari Filipina, ada dari Amerika Latin semakin banyak sekarang karena ada program-program beasiswa unggulan untuk mereka juga, dari Paraguay misalnya, terus dari Nicaragua, dan negara Asia Tenggara lain juga banyak, ada Vietnam, ada Thailand gitu. Jadi sangat international friendly environment. Di jurusan sendiri sudah sangat beragam. Terus juga kesempatan exchange ini juga besar. Ini kebetulan salah satu mahasiswa kita ini dari Vietnam. Dia sudah lulus. Ini dia sempat ke Jepang untuk exchange gitu. Nah, menariknya di NTUST ini kalau mau exchange nanti sistem, karena dia kan harus bayar SPP segala macam. Nah, pembayaran SPP-nya itu nominalnya itu sesuai dengan nominal yang NTUST. Jadi misalnya kita mau misalnya exchange ke yang kampus yang besar, yang yang kita ada kurang lebih ada ratusan kampus yang bisa di-apply untuk exchange. Nanti sistem SPP-nya itu nominalnya sesuai dengan yang di NTUST gitu. Terus kita juga ada scholarship, tapi kalau misalnya dibilang scholarship ini bukan full ya. Jadi kita memang belum membuka yang benar-benar full scholarship. Jadi ini scholarship-nya lebih ke monthly stipend. Jadi kita bakal kasih ke mahasiswa yang kalau di ranking ada di 20%. Seperti tadi juga di video udah dijelasin ya, di 20% itu kita akan ada kasih gitu. Terus juga scholarship dari OIA juga ada monthly stipend, walaupun itu tidak bisa sepanjang tahun ya. Jadi hanya ada durasi kurang lebih maksimum 2 tahun ya, 2 tahun untuk beasiswa yang OIA. Tapi ini beasiswanya nggak bisa digabung gitu. Jadi yang IATP sendiri nggak bisa digabung dengan yang lain gitu. Jadi kalau sudah menerima dari yang lain nggak bisa menerima yang IATP. Ini misalnya sudah punya beasiswa dari TETO, dari MUI, ya sudah, itu sudah lebih dari cukup gitu kalau di sini. Gitu. Nah terus di program IATP juga biasanya ada company visit. Dari tiap tahun ada company visit, biasanya berbarengan dengan satu mata kuliah perkenalan, namanya mata kuliah perkenalan tentang teknologi. Ini kita arrange biasanya visit. Dan juga kita biasanya juga kalau di beberapa kesempatan kita ada kolaborasi dengan industri. Ini kebetulan kita kerjasama dengan industri robotik untuk bikin semacam workshop. Jadi si mahasiswa ini dibikin kelompok, dibikin grup, terus di workshop, terus nanti dilombain, terus nanti ini ada kayak pemenangnya siapa gitu dari grup itu. Dan nanti si perusahaan robot ini dia ngasih hadiahnya. Gitu, kolaborasi untuk workshop. Nah ini program baru meluncur beberapa minggu lalu. Jadi ini program 5 tahun Bachelor Science plus Master of Business Administration. Jadi dalam waktu 5 tahun, 4 tahun diselesaikan di IATP plus 1 tahun untuk yang master. Ini memungkinkan. Jadi begitu lulus 5 tahun, gelarnya 2. Gitu. Jadi mempersingkat waktu. Kalau misalnya master kan biasanya 2 tahun, jadi misalnya 4 tambah 2 harusnya 6 kan. Nah ini di-cut 1 tahun, jadi bisa program 5 tahun. Tapi ini memang harus apply, jadi setelah masuk, kalau tertarik ini apply ke sini apply-nya, yang memang mengurus untuk MBA-nya. Gitu. Jadi di second semester of the junior year gitu. Itu kurang lebih waktu aplikasinya. Jadi sudah masuk di Taiwan ya, di IATP. Dan persyaratannya gampang, nggak banyak-banyak gitu. Tapi memang nilai-nilainya kurang lebih nggak boleh jelek-jelek banget gitu, untuk bisa ikut program ini. Nah, program yang baru, ini juga baru meluncur juga barengan sama yang sebelumnya. Kita ada double degree program. Jadi khusus untuk yang mahasiswa IATP, nanti mereka bisa kuliahnya jadi sistemnya 2 tahun di NTUST, terus 2 tahun berikutnya di Australia, University of New South Wales gitu. Jadi ini sama-sama program engineering dua-duanya. Jadi yang di Taiwan Tech ini lewat IATP, terus nanti 2 tahun berikutnya di Australia. Ini juga program yang baru. Jadi ini sangat-sangat fresh banget. Jadi kalau teman-teman tertarik untuk ikut program ini bisa dipikirkan, karena ini syaratnya harus apply di tahun pertama gitu. Jadi kalau tertarik harus dari jadi begitu masuk IATP, kalau memang tertarik langsung apply supaya nanti bisa dikasih tahu ke pihak Australia-nya gitu. Yang paling penting di sini nanti GPA-nya mesti dilihat gitu. GPA-nya paling enggak minimalnya ya sekitar 2,8 ini. Gitu. Dan memang English language-nya memang harus bagus gitu. Ini double degree program yang baru khusus yang di IATP ya gitu. Nah, gimana sih caranya daftar? Tadi mungkin di video sebenarnya sudah lengkap untuk daftar segala macam, tapi ini saya mau kasih gambaran ya, gambaran waktu kapan kira-kira daftar. Itu kurang lebih di bulan Februari sampai Maret. Biasanya pendaftaran akan dibuka. Kalau ini saya kasih lihat yang fall yang tahun ini sudah selesai, yang kemarin Februari sampai Maret, tapi tahun depan kurang lebih sama, tanggal 1 Februari sampai akhir Maret. Nah misalnya teman-teman misalnya belum lulus, tapi akan lulus di tahun 2022, itu boleh sekali mendaftar. Seperti yang tadi di awal, jadi tinggal kasih rapot, bisa juga surat kelulusan sementara dari sekolah. Tapi sebenarnya dengan rapotnya juga udah cukup. Tinggal apply ke apply-nya semua sama. Di NTUST itu masuk ke sistem aplikasi di NTUST. Di website kita juga ada, tinggal teman-teman klik. Kalau bingung cari websitenya, Google aja IATP NTUST, nanti yang paling atas itu yang akan muncul. Itu silakan diklik, terus nanti silakan cari di bagian admission gitu. Requirement-nya tadi juga sudah disebutkan, diploma, kalau belum lulus ya pakai nilai rapot juga bisa. Proficiency test untuk Inggris ya, bisa TOEFL, bisa TOEIC, bisa IELTS, terus transkrip, mau pakai Inggris boleh, Mandarin boleh, terus surat rekomendasi cukup, sama CV gitu. Nah, untuk yang masalah language, misalnya ada tanya, ini biar nanti pada nggak nanya, minimal language ininya berapa, TOEFL-nya berapa, TOEIC-nya berapa, IELTS-nya berapa. Sebenarnya saya nggak bisa ngasih gambaran angkanya berapa, karena tiap tahun angkanya bisa berubah, karena ini in demand. Jadi tergantung dari berapa banyak jadi berapa banyak kuota dan nilainya seperti apa nanti akan dilihat rata-ratanya. Tapi kalau teman-teman dari sisi bahasanya udah oke, rapotnya bagus, terus misalnya di CV-nya juga memang bagus, biasanya itu akan jadi prioritas gitu. Jadi nggak usah khawatir gitu. Terus ini kalau mau tanya-tanya lebih lanjut, boleh hubungi di Facebook atau Instagram atau email. Tapi ini emailnya, kalau email di sini yang ngurus langsung sekretaris dari departemen, dari program IATP, TE Office, mail NTUST.edu.tw gitu. Jadi kalau mau teman-teman persiapan, bisa dipersiapkan dari mulai tahun ini kalau mau, akhir tahun ini persiapan, karena pembukaan mahasiswa baru itu untuk pendaftarannya di Februari 2022. Jadi kalau misalnya dokumennya sudah siap dari sebelum Februari itu akan jauh lebih baik gitu. Nah, itu aja mungkin saya presentasinya, biar nanti waktunya bisa digeser di diskusi biar lebih banyak gitu.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Iman. Selanjutnya, karena teman-teman ini representatif dari NTUST semuanya orang Indonesia gitu. Jadi untuk sesi untuk NTUST kita bisa switch ke bahasa Indonesia gitu. Oke, sebelum masuk ke Q&A session, mungkin kita bisa undang dulu student representative dari NTUST. Ada Salva. Ya, halo Salva. Ya, silahkan bisa dimulai sharing sessionnya. Terima kasih.
Oke, halo semuanya. Perkenalkan, namaku Salva Salvadila, biasa dipanggil Salva. Jadi aku di NTUST ini international student di International Advanced Technology Program atau IATP, tepatnya di jurusan Material Science and Engineering. Jadi pertama saya mau sharing untuk program studi dan beasiswa yang aku dapat di Taiwan ini. Pertama untuk beasiswa, aku Taiwan Scholarship Recipient, jadi aku dapat beasiswa dari MOE, Ministry of Education. Untuk beasiswa itu sendiri, kalian bisa apply, kalau mau apply bisa apply dari websitenya Study in Taiwan. Jadi kalian bisa cari, dulu waktu aku daftar, aku searching dari websitenya TETO, cari di TETO dan Study in Taiwan. Mungkin kalau sekarang bisa lebih gampangnya, kalian bisa cek aja IG-nya TEC di TETO TEC Indonesia itu mulai awal-awal tahun biasanya mereka udah mulai nge-share beasiswa yang dari Taiwan, jadi kalian bisa lebih gampang cek melalui IG-nya mereka. Untuk program studi mungkin udah kurang lebih udah dijelaskan oleh Profesor Iman, jadi jadi ya saya jelasin aja. Dulu tuh di tahun pertama kita belajar kelasnya untuk kelas wajibnya belajar sama dengan 4 jurusan yang ada di IATP. Nah, di tahun kedua kita mulai masuk ke jurusan yang beda. Nah, tapi di semester pertama di tahun kedua, tepatnya di semester 3, itu kita tetap belajar kayak programming gitu, programming dan engineering math, itu kita belajar bareng-bareng, tetap belajar ada programming. Jadi di 4 jurusan itu kita tetap belajar programming. Selain ilmu-ilmu dasar seperti fisika, kimia, kalkulus gitu, kita juga belajar programming sama-sama. Dimulai tahun kedua semester kedua atau semester 4 itu baru kita benar-benar belajar ke jurusan kita masing-masing. Nah, aku sendiri pilih material science engineering. Jadi di tahun pertama itu aku masih juga agak bingung gitu mau pilih antara chemical atau material science. Jadi di tahun pertama aku sering buka-buka kurikulumnya IATP di websitenya IATP sendiri yang tadi sudah dijelaskan oleh Profesor Iman. Aku lihat di kurikulumnya, terus kayak aku bandingin untuk dari tahun pertama sampai tahun keempat antara chemical dan material science. Jadi kita bisa lihat kita lebih tertarik ke kelas yang mana sih dari 4 jurusan ini gitu. Jadi mulai dari itu aku mulai sering lihat, sering cari-cari tahu kelas apa aja ini. Dan ya aku lebih tertarik ke material science engineering. Jadi sekarang aku di material science engineering. Nah, untuk mungkin kalau untuk orang Indonesia sendiri material science engineering ini nggak terlalu banyak peminatnya ya. Tapi di Taiwan sendiri banyak murid lokalnya banyak. Jadi ya bagus juga material science engineering. Nah, itu sama ya. Aku mau jelasin yang sharing untuk yang kedua tentang research interest gitu. Jadi kan Pak Iman sudah jelaskan tadi untuk tahun keempat terakhir kita ada special topic. Nah, di special topic itu ntar kita bakal masuk ke lab sesuai jurusan kita. Jadi kalau aku material science engineering, aku bisa nyari lab yang akan aku masukin ntar buat special topic ini. Nah, di material science engineering sendiri ntar kita bisa dibagi 3 gitu. Ada organik, inorganik, sama material processing gitu buat masuk labnya, buat special topic. Nah, di Taiwan sendiri itu terkenal sama Taiwan Semiconductor. Jadi untuk material science engineering kita bakal bisa masuk lab untuk semiconductor itu di inorganik. Tapi untuk aku sendiri aku lebih tertarik ke organik yang di organic labnya ntar. Itu kayak biomaterials gitu. Nah, itu buat special topic di tahun keempat. Jadi atau biasanya kalau di kurikulumnya IATP special topic itu buat di tahun keempat. Tapi banyak teman-teman aku sama senior udah ngambil special topic mulai dari tahun ketiga dan udah mulai cari-cari profesor, udah email profesor dari tahun kedua gitu. Jadi tahun keempat kita bisa lebih santai atau bisa mau internship juga bisa gitu. Nah, yang terakhir aku mau share tentang perbedaannya di Taiwan sama di Indonesia. Kebetulan aku sendiri nih sebenarnya gap year. Aku dulu sempat keterima di kampus di Indo dan sebelum ke Taiwan juga aku belajar bahasa Mandarin dulu di kampusku yang di Indo di Universitas 11 Maret. Jadi aku tuh perbedaannya di Taiwan sama Indonesia tuh di lingkup kuliah ini tuh ya banyak perbedaannya. Pertama tuh kayak mungkin yang jelas tuh orientasinya gitu ya. Kalau orientasi di Indo kan ya banyak gitu ya, terus kayak ya mengeluarkan banyak tenaga gitu ya dan mengeluarkan banyak waktu. Kalau di Taiwan sendiri tuh kayak orientasi tuh bener-bener hal yang menyenangkan gitu. Jadi kita bener-bener apa sih alasan kita pertama tuh ikut orientasi tuh biasanya mau deket lah biar kita kenal sama orang-orang di lingkungan kampus gitu. Tapi aku kira kalau misalnya ke Taiwan orientasi cuma kayak gitu kita nggak bakal deket, ternyata nggak juga. Soalnya di Taiwan ini kita khusus NTUST ini kita ada juga NTUST ISA Indonesian Student Association sama Indonesian Overseas Student. Jadi itu kayak buat NTUST ISA sendiri dia kayak membantu mahasiswa-mahasiswa Indonesia yang ada di NTUST dari S1 sampai S3 kita bisa digabungin bareng-bareng. Ntar mereka bakal bantu-bantu kita. Biasanya mereka juga menjemput kita di bandara, nemenin kita beli barang gitu yang ke supermarket yang ada di Taiwan, ngajak kampus tour, bisa aja jalan-jalan keliling Taipei gitu. Nah, kalau ayah sendiri itu karena beberapa tahun belakangan ini anak S1 yang dari Indonesia yang masuk ke NTUST tambah banyak. Jadi kita kayak iOS sendiri tuh ngurusin anak S1 anak S1 Indonesia yang ada di NTUST. Nah, itu juga kita banyak acara event-eventnya kayak kita bisa deket sama anak-anak Indo yang ada di NTUST, tapi kita juga bisa kenalan sama orang-orang lokal sama teman-teman kita yang lain dari program IATP sendiri. Kita tuh ada kayak event-eventnya tuh banyak banget, jadi kita bisa kayak dari teman dekat sama teman-teman dari negara lain, dari mungkin IATP punya ada Christmas dinner gitu, kita bisa kumpul-kumpul sama teman-teman dari IATP seluruh angkatannya, sama profesor-profesornya juga, sama ada buddy system, jadi kita kayak di pairing gitu 2 orang sama orang lokal, orang Taiwan maksudnya. Jadi kita bisa punya teman dari situ. Jadi aku pasti udah punya teman satu orang Taiwan gini. Nah, orang Taiwan ini biasanya ngenalin sama teman-teman yang lain. Jadi kita bisa deket-deket juga sama orang Taiwan yang lain. Jadi ya di ATP sendiri kita nggak Indo juga kita dekat sama teman-teman Indo juga, negara-negara lain juga di yang Taiwannya juga kita bisa dekat semua. Nah, yang kedua lagi perbedaannya mungkin relasi antara profesor dan mahasiswanya, dosennya gitu. Kalau di Indo kan biasanya kayak kita jauh gitu sama dosen, kayak jarang gitu ya. Kalau jarang ketemu gitu, mungkin di kelas aja apa gimana gitu. Kalau di Taiwan sendiri kayak kita deket sama, hubungannya tuh deket gitu. Jadi kayak yang tadi aku bilang, kalau IATP sendiri ada welcome party, ada Christmas dinner gitu. Itu kita bakal ketemu profesor di situ, kita bakal cerita-cerita, makan-makan bareng gitu. Kalau ya mungkin itu aja tuh. Sama untuk kalau mau kalian lebih tahu lebih banyak lagi tentang gimana sih orang-orang Indonesia di NTUST ini, kalian bisa cari tahu lebih banyak di Instagramnya NTUST ISA, NTUST_ISA atau NTUST.ios, itu yang buat S1-nya. Oke, gitu aja. Terima kasih.
Oke, terima kasih Salva. Oke, sekarang teman-teman kita masuk di sesi tanya jawab untuk representatif NTUST. Nah, misal teman-teman ingin bertanya langsung, silahkan menyalakan fitur mikrofonnya dan silahkan bertanya. Bisa ke Pak Iman ataupun Salva. Ya, bisa bertanya dalam bahasa Indonesia juga. Ada yang bertanya? Oke, kalau tidak ada, mungkin saya bisa bacakan pertanyaan yang ada di WhatsApp group. Yang pertama dari Dave. Dave bertanya, apa yang membuat seorang student eligible untuk mendaftar IATP? Karena mungkin seperti Pak Iman tahu, ada jalur international students, ada overseas Chinese student. Nah, kalau IATP sendiri itu khusus international students kah atau overseas Chinese student juga bisa mendaftar?
Oke, saya langsung jawab ya. Untuk yang IATP, untuk sekarang memang kita hanya menerima yang international student gitu. Jadi kalau saya boleh cerita sedikit, sebenarnya kalau teman-teman mau mendaftar di NTUST dengan cara overseas itu bisa, tapi nanti dia masuknya langsung ke program studi lokal gitu. Jadi langsung misalnya teman-teman milih program studi misalnya mechanical, nanti langsung mechanical, atau misalnya sipil langsung sipil gitu. Jadi itu memang program yang terpisah dari IATP gitu. Dan itu memang program yang untuk disamakan dengan mahasiswa lokal gitu. Kalau yang overseas yang di NTUST ini diurusnya. Jadi kalau misalnya mau masuk ke yang IATP, memang harus mendaftar sebagai international student gitu. Jadi itu mungkin kalau saya sih mungkin kasih tipsnya, dilihat aja, karena biasanya teman-teman yang berpikir mau internasional atau overseas kan harus melihat budget ya. Nanti dipikirkan aja budgetnya cukup atau enggak gitu. Kalau misalnya saya lihat sih IATP ini dari sisi biaya tuition-nya, kalau dibandingkan dengan kampus swasta di Indonesia masih kurang lebih hampir sama, masih hampir sama lah gitu. Tapi kalau memang teman-teman mau melihat budget misalnya memang cukupnya untuk yang overseas, terus kemampuan bahasa Mandarin juga sudah bisa dibilang cukup, memang nggak ada salahnya untuk ambil yang program yang overseas-nya gitu. Tapi kalau memang teman-teman mau coba untuk dengan budget yang cukup, terus mau coba masuk IATP, karena kita mungkin ada beberapa fasilitas yang memang teman-teman cari di situ, ya silahkan juga gitu. Saya sih kembalikan lagi ke teman-teman mau gimana gitu.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Iman. Pertanyaan selanjutnya itu dari Jason Listiono. Ya, Jason tanya, apakah ada spesifik kuota untuk mahasiswa Indonesia yang mendaftar IATP? Jadi setiap tahunnya mungkin ada kuota tertentu gitu mungkin untuk mahasiswa Indonesia bisa diterima di IATP?
Ya baik. Kalau saya boleh cerita, sebetulnya kuota itu tiap tahunnya bisa berubah. Tapi kalau misalnya saya coba interpolasi dari jumlah yang masuk ya, kurang lebih itu sekitar tahun angkatan kedua itu mulai banyak, sekitar 18 orang yang masuk, terus kemudian meningkat jadi 30 sekian. dan itu kurang lebih sama gitu. Jadi sebenarnya kuota itu bisa naik bisa turun. Kalau misalnya saya boleh ambil angka, sebenarnya satu kelas kan kira-kira 50-60. Nah itu sebenarnya biasanya kita lihat kuota dari situ. Tapi bisa jadi lebih, bisa jadi lebih. Jadi ini tergantung dari komite sekolah nanti yang akan memutuskan gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya mau coba apply dulu aja, karena biasanya setelah apply misalnya di bulan Februari Maret nih apply, nanti di bulan Mei itu ada pengumumannya. Jadi nanti akan kelihatan apa mau diambil atau enggak, itu nanti silakan teman-teman pikirkan. Kan masih cukup waktu untuk misalnya mau coba cari-cari tempat kuliah lain juga masih sempat sebenarnya gitu. Itu bisa dipikirkan seperti itu.
Oke, terima kasih lagi Pak Iqman. Lanjut, ada pertanyaan dari Jason Listiono. Apakah ada persyaratan rata-rata nilai untuk diterima di IATP? Rata-rata nilai rapot? Kalau
rapot sebenarnya kan kita kan terima rapot dari berbagai macam negara ya, nggak cuma dari Indonesia, misalnya dari Vietnam, dari Thailand. Nah, otomatis sistem standar nilainya kan mereka juga beda-beda. Jadi kita juga nggak bisa langsung ambil semua misalnya yang kelihatannya bagus jadi bagus, karena kita nggak tahu standarnya. Kita bakalan lihat juga nanti selain dari nilai, study plan-nya, terus kemudian CV, terus kemudian juga mungkin kemampuan bahasa Inggrisnya. Karena kalau misalnya bahasa Inggrisnya kurang, nanti takutnya juga tidak optimal belajarnya. Terus juga kita nanti biasanya selain aplikasi juga ada sesi interview. Jadi nanti benar-benar kita gali sejauh mana si calon mahasiswa ini gitu. Jadi kalau tips saya atau saran saya sih, nilai itu asal nggak ada yang benar-benar jelek gitu, itu sebenarnya udah aman kok. Gitu. Karena nanti ditunjang dengan faktor yang lain. Gitu.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Iman. Oke, lanjut pertanyaan ada dari Miko. Jadi Miko ini merupakan sudah umur 31 udah umur 31 tahun dan rencananya ingin mengambil S1 lagi tapi di bidang teknologi gitu. Jadi ini linear ya dengan IATP gitu. Apakah masih bisa mendaftar gitu meskipun sudah lama lulus dari SMA gitu lalu mendaftar lagi di IATP gitu. Mungkin ini juga jadi pertanyaan bagi beberapa teman gitu ya, mungkin sudah bahkan sudah baru lulus S1 gitu atau sudah S1 dalam waktu 2 atau 3 tahun. Nah, kalau di Taiwan sendiri sejauh yang Pak Iman tahu, apakah teman-teman ini bisa mendaftar meskipun sudah lama lulus SMA?
Sebenarnya kita tuh nggak ada yang namanya batasan usia, jadi siapapun boleh, nggak ada batasan usia. Cuma nanti akan dilihatnya, karena kan tentu mereka akan bersaing dengan yang muda-muda. Gitu. Apakah mereka bisa atau enggak? Kalau kita lihat bisa, pasti bisa masuk gitu. Karena biasanya tuh kalau ambil contoh ya, teman-teman dari Amerika Latin, mereka tuh yang rata-rata yang masuk IATP itu mereka yang udah pernah kuliah 2 tahun, 3 tahun, terus mereka kuliah lagi dari awal gitu. Itu ada juga dari teman-teman Amerika Latin, tapi mereka karena dinilai memang secara pembelajarannya juga mampu dan mereka juga bisa mengikuti, ya kita juga menerima gitu. Jadi kalau misalnya teman-teman mau ambil lagi juga sebenarnya nggak masalah sih gitu. Nanti akan dilihat aja mampu atau enggak gitu.
Oke, terima kasih pertanyaannya, jawabannya Pak Iman. Oke, lanjut tentang surat rekomendasi. Ini ada dari Melania Natalia. Nah, kan ada persyaratan surat rekomendasi yang harus dipenuhi untuk pendaftaran. Nah, kalau misalnya Melania ingin mendaftar NTUST, tapi surat rekomendasinya dari dosen di NTUST, mungkin Melania ini belum sekolah di NTUST begitu ya. Apakah bisa gitu minta surat rekomendasi?
Kalau seperti itu kayaknya susah ya. Akan lebih baik itu kalau surat rekomendasi itu di sekolah yang memang sedang diikuti atau yang akan segera lulusnya, atau yang memang organisasi misalnya pernah ikut organisasi yang dia sampai ke taraf nasional misalnya, atau mungkin lomba di daerah pun kayaknya masih bisa. Kalau misalnya meminta dari situ, itu akan lebih memungkinkan. Karena kalau misalnya di luar dari institusinya, nanti juga komite yang nanti periksa dokumennya juga bingung, ini kenapa dia sekolah di sini tapi kok rekomendasi dari sini, kan juga nanti akan jadi bingung nanti gitu. Seperti itu.
Iya. Terima kasih penjelasannya Pak Iman. Ya mungkin kita ada satu orang yang raise hand gitu, mungkin bisa langsung dinyalakan saja fitur mikrofonnya, silakan bertanya. Halo, dari Wiguna. Apakah ingin bertanya secara langsung? Jika iya, tolong nyalakan mikrofonnya. Oke, tidak ya, bisa langsung ke pertanyaan selanjutnya. Ini masih dari Jason Listiona. Kelihatannya Jason ini sangat minat sekali untuk daftar di IATP NTUST. Kalau IATP sendiri, apakah dibuka sekali atau 2 kali dalam setahun kah?
Oh iya, tadi saya lupa menegaskan kalau IATP cuma dibuka sekali ya, di bulan Februari Maret itu pembukaan aplikasinya. Jadi kalau mau persiapan akhir tahun ini, kalau mau disiapkan dokumennya, nanti begitu Februari buka langsung daftar gitu.
Oke, terima kasih Pak Iman. Kalau di NTUST sendiri, apakah cuma IATP saja yang untuk jurusan S1 yang menerima international student gitu? Kalau program lainnya, apakah juga ada yang English Start Program full seperti IATP kah di NTUST?
Sepengalaman saya, dan saya lihat juga, memang ada juga beberapa ya, tapi nggak banyak ya, mahasiswa S1 yang baru masuk, dia international student S1, tapi ngambil yang kelas lokal itu ada. Dan dengan kemampuan Mandarin yang sebenarnya juga dia belum bagus-bagus amat juga ada sih. Dia agak nekat, jadi belajarnya langsung di sini gitu. Ini ada juga kejadian seperti itu. Itu boleh dicoba sih kalau memang teman-teman berani gitu. Kalau mau dilihat di NTUST itu ada situs untuk admission. Itu ada ada guideline untuk mana aja yang English program. Memang di luar IATP itu nggak dimasukin ke English program. Cuman kalau teman-teman mau daftar itu boleh-boleh aja.
Oke, ya. Terima kasih Pak Iman. Untuk pertanyaan terakhir mungkin bisa kita sampaikan ke Salva. Apakah Salva masih bergabung? Ya, ya. Ini ada juga pertanyaan. Ketika mendaftar beasiswa MOI, itu apakah kan salah satu persyaratan yang harus dikumpulkan itu ada transkrip gitu. Nah, tapi kalau misalkan lulusan SMA, kita kan punya bukti nilai berupa raport atau transkrip nilai. Nah, yang Salva submit sendiri ke MOI, ke TETO, itu yang raport yang berlembar-lembar banyak, atau cukup lembar transkrip yang 1 lembar?
Karena saya sendiri kan gap year gitu ya, jadi saya sudah punya ijazah gitu transkripnya. Jadi saya kumpulin transkrip ijazah yang udah ditranslate ke Inggris. Tapi mungkin kalau kalian yang baru lulus kan belum punya gitu, itu kalian bisa minta ke surat keterangan lulus kali. Itu yang ditranslate ke bahasa Inggris. Terus untuk daftar MOI sama daftar kampus juga. Atau rapor mungkin juga bisa, tapi biasanya kalian bisa minta surat keterangan lulus dari sekolah dan ditranslate ke bahasa Inggris.
Oke, terima kasih Salva atas jawabannya. Kalau boleh menambahkan sedikit teman-teman, jadi kalau misalnya ingin mendaftar beasiswa MOI, bagi teman-teman yang masih mungkin semester 5 gitu atau belum lulus gitu, juga bisa mendaftar dengan rapor gitu. Jadi semua lembar raportnya itu ditranslate ke bahasa Inggris dan itu bisa dilegalisir di TETO terlebih dahulu sebelum disubmit untuk apply beasiswa MOI Taiwan. Oke, terima kasih Pak Iman dan Salva, terima kasih atas kontribusinya, terima kasih untuk supportnya ke webinar ini, semoga sukses selalu dan sekian sesi Q&A untuk NTUST. Terima kasih Pak Iman dan Salva.
Sama-sama.
Oke, teman-teman, mungkin karena sudah terakhir, sudah di akhir acara, kita bisa pakai bahasa Indonesia ya untuk selanjutnya. Ya, setelah ini saya ingin ingatkan lagi kepada teman-teman yang ingin mendapatkan e-sertifikat, tolong mengisi link absensi yang kami kirim, yang kami share di WhatsApp group gitu. Nah, kami juga akan memberikan informasi terkait door prize. Kami juga ada door prize untuk 5 peserta yang beruntung. Jadi nanti kalau misalkan namanya disebut, tolong nyalakan mikrofonnya dan bilang hadir ya, teman-teman. Oke, mohon tunggu sebentar. Yang pertama, apakah Risti Suwandi masih bergabung?
Hadir, Kak.
Oke, terima kasih. Itu yang pemenang door prize yang pertama ya. Lalu yang kedua, Kaisha Alfanya Satri, apakah masih bergabung?
Yes, present, Kaisha.
Oh iya, terima kasih. Lalu Melania Natalia, apakah masih bergabung? Melania? Tidak.
Iya.
Oh, ini Melania?
Saya. Iya.
Ya, terima kasih. Lalu pemenang yang keempat, Erik. Ada Erik? Tidak ada? Oke.
Ada.
Oh, Erik. Ya, terima kasih. Lalu ada Tresa. Tresa masih bergabungkah? Tresa? Sekali lagi, Tresa, apakah masih bergabung? Kalau misalnya sudah tidak bergabung, jadi namanya
Tresia.
Tresia. Tresa atau Tresia? Tresa. Bukan ya? Nggak ada berarti ya. Jadi lanjut. Pemenang yang kelima, Kailin Hartadi. Kailin Hartadi, apakah masih bergabung?
Iya.
Kailin Hartadi? Ya?
Iya.
Ya, Kailin Hartadi ya?
Iya.
Oke, terima kasih. Jadi pemenang yang saya sebutkan tadi, Risti Suwandi, Kaisha Alfanya, Melania Natalia, Erik, Kailin Hartadi, tolong chat pribadi akun WA TEC untuk konfirmasi door prize-nya. Ya, sekian teman-teman, terima kasih terutama untuk Pak Iman, Salva, dan also thank you for all the representative from NCCU and Tunghai University. I think you already left the webinar. Ya, terima kasih untuk teman-teman yang sudah bergabung. Mohon maaf sekali jika banyak sekali technical problem yang ada hari ini, tapi teman-teman antusias untuk bergabung. Terima kasih sekali. Jangan lupa untuk mengisi link absensi untuk mendapatkan e-sertifikat. E-sertifikat akan dibagikan di grup WhatsApp 1 minggu setelah acara ini selesai. Ya, terima kasih semuanya. Sampai jumpa di webinar selanjutnya. Terima kasih.